Welcome to the den. Big talk, no bark. Welcome to the den. Kings don't flinch, we don't follow trends. Truth gets raw when the lions defend. So take a seat, speak up where the real men vent. Mic on fire, wisdom in the pen. Respect ain't given, gotta earn it in the den. No mask, no lies, no safe pretend. This ain't a show, it's the lion's den. I've been stamped up, borders don't bind me. Dropping truth bombs from Ghana to the Thai seas. YouTube sold you dreams of beach queens and flights, but I show you real talk, not thumbnails and hype. Ain't about flexing, I'm exposing the game where culture meets choices, not clout for fame. Black man travels, I elevate the route, not just girls in the frame, but what manhood's about. Borders don't bind me, dropping truth bombs from Ghana to the Thai seas. YouTube sold you dreams of beach queens and flights, but I show you real talk, not thumbnails and hype. Ain't about flex, I'm exposing the game where culture meets choices, not clout for fame. Black man travels, I elevate the route, not just girls in the frame, but what manhood's about. What manhood's about. What manhood's about. I'm fearless with the data, cut from a rare breed. Cyber-trained vet with the tools that you need. Break bread on the mic, blueprinting your mission. From crypto to code, I decode your position. Been married 7 deep, still sharp as a tack. Talk legacy, freedom, how to never look back. Podcast ain't therapy, it's elite consultation. You step in here, respect the conversation. Warrior poet, seasoned vet with scars and lessons. Call me Ronin Lone Wolf, but I lead the pride. Gulf War scars and a sharper mind. From Somalia's heat to boardroom biz, I've lived 10 lives just to speak like this. PTSD in my rear view, still moving with poise. Now I show these young kings how to silence the noise. No gimmicks, no scripts, just war-tested truth. This ain't YouTube clout, this is mentoring youth. Big talk, no bark, welcome to the den. Alpha minds only, we don't blend in. Voice to the voiceless, fatherhood and grit. Step to the mic and don't ever quit. Don't ever quit. Welcome to the den. Welcome to the den. Alpha minds only, we don't blend in. Voice to the voiceless, fatherhood and grit. Step to the mic and don't ever quit.
Yeah, you know, when you old, sometimes you don't know what button to press. I hope I ain't never on life support. You're like, I tried to help him, and he started taking some buttons.
Oh, man. All right, we're back. Round 2. My bad. You know, and I'm not even drinking over here. Fearless has at least got an excuse. He over there drinking. I'm not even. It's morning time here, bro. And I'm still pushing the wrong buttons, but maybe I can blame it on the lack of coffee. I don't know. You know, I don't know. But I apologize to everybody that was listening. I know you were on your flow. I'm getting used to these Filipino blackouts over here and brownouts and unscheduled things going on because I was sitting here cooking with you earlier this morning, getting everything ready and redoing thumbnails, and power went out on me. So I apologize.
Why we call it a whiteout, man? Why we call it a blackout?
Oh, you know what? You absolutely right. Let's start calling blackouts whiteouts.
That's right, man.
I'm good with that. Because everything in a negative connotation is always black. White is right, black is evil, all these other things that are associated to being black. So let's flip it around. I kind of like what Druski is saying. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and make white the bad part, not the good part.
I watch Bamboozled. We on there. I'm gonna finish this. I know, guys. I don't even know where to start. If we start from the beginning, and we just
no. Go ahead and start from where you were. You were flowing, man. I mean, I put the video back up, so you just got to jump back to where you were on the Druski video. But I also got that funny video that the one that's going to be a little risque. We might want to wait a little while for that one.
Yeah, we'll jump in. I'm gonna put this one back up.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris during the 2024 presidential election cycle in order to promote them. Dan Aykroyd apologized a few years ago, saying, "I wouldn't choose to do blackface today, 40 years after doing it in Trading Places, nor would I be allowed to do it." Well, that's just part of the problem with America. Part of the snowflakes.
I got there.
Not the conservative blacks, obviously. I have many of those in my audience as fans. I'm talking about the other kind, the kind that starts with the letter N. Now, they get upset not only if you wear blackface as a skit, but if a white person wears dreadlocks. Remember this video from, this might have been like 5 or 6 years ago now. This Shaniqua decided to confront this white student at college this morning and harass him and threaten him because he had his hair in.
Hold up, pause that for a second. Tim, but I want you to pause. So we do recall a couple of weeks ago where we went the fuck off on a Friday night.
I did not. I did not go off.
Wait. But here's the problem with that. There's humor and then there's an insult. And there's a fine line between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the way he was saying it, even though he was thinking he was being innocently saying it,
I don't think he was being innocent.
But I think he knew better. You coming from the South, you grew up in North Carolina, whatever, you know that word is forbidden, period. But we just had a guy kind of look similar to the guy sitting right here, Poppy Rico pulled up the N word on us. But again, you gotta know the line, the sensitivity in comedy.
But see, the problem is
where sometimes comedy blurs the line, but you gotta understand, comedy blurs the line between that sensitivity.
But not even when it's comedy. I'm gonna show you some things here that has nothing to do with comedy. That black people just kind of took it too far. I mean, I played football. You put football on, you put on black. To stop the glare from the sun.
Absolutely.
And they say that's racist now.
Of course, it's not just the N-words. It's also many self-hating, virtue-signaling white liberals who take it upon themselves to try to ruin people's lives like they tried to do to this middle school kid in California after he showed up to a football game wearing war paint on his face. And thankfully, the family did the right thing and sued the school and won. And who could forget Megyn Kelly begging to keep her job on her NBC morning show after she said the normal thing, that it was totally fine for white kids to be able to wear costumes of characters from different cultures. She didn't even say that it was okay for them to wear blackface or brown makeup on their face as part of their costume, which I will say that's totally fine. I wouldn't recommend it because a bunch of psycho lunatics out there will probably attack your children if they do that. But back in the 80s, probably even in the early 90s, that was a normal thing for kids who were wearing certain Halloween costumes. Like if a kid...
I'm going to take this down. So I got a question. I dressed up as Superman and Superman was white. I dressed up as Batman. Batman was white. So why is it that is never a problem? But as soon as a kid dresses up in any other way, like my man here, Mr. T, that's racist. Now, the kid back in the day, if y'all don't know who Mr. T was, that was the guy that, the Mohawk. He went up against Rocky. He won. But if a kid puts on a little black and he's celebrating Mr. T with some gold, is that racist? I need to know, man. Is that racist? So Halloween costumes are off now? You can't do it? You can't be Mr. T?
How, as a white person, do you look up to a person that you see that's another color? How else would you do it? You can't be fully white and try to dress up like somebody that's a darker skin. Is that insulting him as well? I mean, we got jerseys on all day long. Okay, it's football season. Kansas City's playing right now. You know, we put our football jerseys on all the time, and there's a lot of white guys and other people of other cultures. They're in San Pablo, Brazil right now playing football. Okay, so you got all people of all different colors looking up to different players, and most of the popular players are black. So how do you look up to them and not insult them at the same time?
I just think it's crazy that we've put these stipulations on them. Even when the intentions is good, it's bad. No, I never painted my face white, but I put on a mask. Matter of fact, how many black chicks out there got on blonde hair?
Oh shit! Here we go. Wait. Didn't we do a movie called White Chicks a little while ago? This that Drew brought up. We did a whole movie called White Chicks.
No, but I'm even taking it way beyond acting. We straightening our hair straight when that ain't our natural hair. We will straighten our hair and put on a blonde wig and say that's fine. But if a white person braids their hair naturally, that's cultural appropriation. You being racist. What kind of BS is that? That makes absolutely no sense.
You saying we inconsistent in our culture?
Oh, we inconsistent. We all inconsistent. Okay, Drew, but what about this? Let's say that's fine.
But they don't make plastic masks of black heroes. Find one. Show me one.
That's fine, though. That's fine. That's fine right there. We can do that. That's not even a problem. Math, you know, why is that okay? Why can we laugh at somebody that does this? Why can we laugh at one of the? This was the funniest one I seen, but why was it funny?
For viewers sensitive to issues of race.
I won't go all the way, so I'll let y'all see what we talking about. Y'all know Clayton Bixby.
Yeah.
Y'all know Clayton. Y'all know Clayton right here.
Hilarious.
And I'll play it right here.
Talk about white brotherhood. Thank y'all for coming. White power!
White power. White power. That's not a problem. We laughed hilariously at that skit. That was funny.
It was hilarious.
That was hilarious. The thing is, why is it that even if a white person tries to look up and celebrate blackhood, they shamed. Let's take this young man here.
A simple school project turns into a debate about racism at a Southern Colorado elementary school. An 8-year-old dressed up like Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, he went all out, even painted his face. Now, some people were offended, and the second grader was asked to leave school. Samantha Anderson is getting all sides of this debate in a story you'll only see on News Channel 13.
I have a dream today that one.
That brother shot. Look, his last name is King too. His last name is King. He had a dream. The project at school was, this is who you get to be for Black History Month. And he said, I'm going to be Martin Luther King. I'm going to dress up like him. Everything. He went all out.
One day, little black boys and black girls.
This is Sean King, a second grader at Meridian Ranch Elementary.
I liked it. I was sorting for it.
He's all dressed up for a class presentation.
I worked very hard. I did try my best. I have a dream today. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation.
Sean is portraying a historical figure assigned by his teacher.
Well, Martin Luther King Jr. He said
it was assigned by the teacher. He didn't say it. It was assigned by the teacher. He just said, I want that A and I'm going to go all out.
Mom, I want to wear a suit because that's what he wore, and a black tie, and I have to wear a white shirt. And he said, also, I want to do my face in black.
want to be like it because I thought it was a fun project to do.
His black face paint landed him and his parents.
Why did it land him and his parents in problems?
First word I want to say is, why is it when black people do it, we just put white makeup on? It's not white paint. We're putting white makeup on. We're just lighting our skins. But when it's a white person doing it, it's paint. We got to paint it on. And not it's black makeup or it's darker makeup to darken that person's skin. Why is it stop being makeup and being paint? Because the paint part makes it sound worse than what it really is. He just put darker makeup on his face. But we're calling it.
We want him suspended. Why would we want him suspended?
He looks like a burnt Hitler. You got to stop, Stocking. Wow.
But why is we can get upset at him and say, and we'll tell white people that they can't dress as black people, but have no problem when a black people dress as white people. This is hypocrisy I get tired of.
Before we get done, we're going to show you how white people make fun of themselves using us as the ones that are knocking them down.
Mm-hmm.
I got a video. It's questionable, but I'll load it up and we'll see if we'll play it later on. We won't play it towards the end, so we can cut it out if it becomes a hit.
So I need to understand why we had this double standard, and in a sense, I can tell.
White power.
Oh, not that one. Let's go. Why is this fun?
Billy's.
It's cool. This is funny.
Oh no, you did.
Oh no, you didn't.
I'm sorry, but we just saw your new video. Yeah, they had a screening over at Saks Fifth Avenue in the security office. A kleptomaniac.
So not only dressed up as whites, but white women. And that's okay. This is the hypocrisy we think about. And the reason we got here, guys, is because Druski went to the NASCAR, dressed up as a white dude, suntan and all. Hair, he had what did they call that? The mohawk? At the they call it a mohawk.
No, something else. God damn it. Well, you grow your hair long in the back.
A musket or something like that. Is it a musket?
God damn it. Drew, you usually can come up with these words real quick. Drew, help us out, man. What's the word today? Mullet. A mullet.
A mullet. Yeah, he had the mullet and all. You know, playing Born in the USA. Everything. We laugh at it. We think it's funny. That's hilarious. He making fun of the white folks. Ha 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 ha. Oh man, that Druski, man. Let that be a black dude. Now let that be a white dude doing the same thing, going to a concert. Entirely different ball game. And the only reason I'm saying this, man, we have gotten so sensitive. We don't have fun no more. We can't have fun anymore. We become the problem. And I understand when other races say, man, y'all overly sensitive. Everything y'all do get to y'all. Y'all can't have fun. Nothing. Y'all hypocritical. You can do it, but when somebody does it to y'all, you get hurt feelings. Well, I always told, don't throw rocks when you live in a glass house. We want everybody to feel sorry for us while we make fun of everybody else. I don't understand it. I never will. And y'all got to get over this, man. This is just ridiculous. What say you?
I say you're absolutely right. We are overly sensitive to comedy. This is comedic in its display and everything that's going on. And while we can laugh at Drew's display and actions as acting like a redneck at a NASCAR race, which is so stereotypical, you know, and no big deal for Druski to do it. But I swear to you, if you see a white man trying to do anything with any kind of black personalities or stereotypes, you know, it'll be all hell. It'll be all hell.
Matter of fact, brother. I know it's all hell right now. And I'm gonna go with let me see if I can get it. No, engaged. I'm gonna see this. So your man, because he is on your team.
Whose team?
On
you talking about my boy Travis Kelce?
That's right.
Yeah, you talking about Travis Kelce dropping his ex-girlfriend for Taylor Swift.
But the thing
the audacity, the cockacity.
But the brother couldn't even have a haircut. His haircut, they said, oh man, he dating sisters. He got a black haircut. He faded up. He can't even have a haircut without being called stereotypical. That's the crazy part. The movies that was made back in the day, you couldn't even make them today. Tropical Thunder. Could you have a movie like that? Robert Downey Jr. was asked, could he make a movie? He said, I can make it. Some shit might go on. And I laughed at every part of that movie. He was the character that I most remember of any of them. But you can't do that today. Black people become so sensitive, man. We have become our own worst enemy on everything. People look at us. Here's the thing. People look at us and laugh, and then they look at us and laugh at us, and all we do is entertain. And you know what they do? They monetize our entertainment. They laugh. I wonder how I can make $1 out of that making sense.
Right.
So we sit back and laugh, and they sit back how we can make money off of it. And they laughing all the way to the bank. In every sense of the word. Every sense of the word.
Man, I'm trying to hold back from the risque stuff until later. So I want to hold on.
We can do it. We ain't gonna be on that long anyway. We ain't gonna roll that long.
Do you want to play the first song, or you want me to play the real bad one?
Well, let me see how we got here. Let me do this. Let me bring this.
Go ahead and roll back the Druski show again. You want to play that real quick?
Let's do Druski. Let's bring Druski out. Here, let me get him from the beginning here, so y'all understand what we're talking about. I know y'all seen Druski.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Born in the USA. Woo! Born in the USA. Hey, Suanna.
She's not listening.
Hey, come on. You need to listen to your nana.
You need to listen to your nana. When that woman find out he's black, either she gonna have an orgasm or she gonna die.
Oh hell no, he didn't just do that. He really pushed the limits.
Hey, me Ma. How you doing, baby?
Me Ma.
All right now.
We gotta go back and everything, man.
I mean, down to his fingertips, man.
Hey, you lost, boy? No, I'm going to the race. What race? NASCAR race. You going to NASCAR? Yes, sir.
He said, yes, sir.
What the?
You ain't lost, is you?
No, I'm good. I'm going to the race, sir.
Sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Find something safe to do, boy. Yeah. If liquor don't kill us, pussy must. Yeah! Woo! Bring on the troops, baby! Oh, that fucker will go.
Who are you?
I see. Dan Arthur.
Randy Van Dever.
Dan Arthur. Oh, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Damn right. Proud to be American.
Now, he played into every stereotype there was.
Sure did. Ain't nobody mad over that either.
Nobody
you don't
mad.
hear white people saying nothing. Nothing.
Black people saying
funny. They thought it was probably funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can laugh at themselves. But for some reason, we can't anymore.
We can't. I mean, what is the world coming to where, like I said before, black women can put on can straighten their hair, put on a blonde wig, and that's fine. A white girl go to the Caribbean on a trip, braid her hair, and they say, "Oh, that's cultural appropriation." That's ridiculous. Doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense. But this is where we are. And like I said before, this is why we lose out on everything. And I'm going to bring this up because, as I said, a lot of them know how to monetize off of ideas. They know how to go forward. Where, yeah, they laughing at us. They laughing at us because we never see the final project of what we're trying to do, where they see it. I'm going to play this skit to lead into your skit. All right?
All right.
Now, this is a woman who say she got a business. Sound like a name to me this is not going to sound familiar, but when you listen to this, I want you to think Passport Bros. Passport Bros. Think of how popular it became, how that idea was out there, and all through this, when she say website, I just want you to think Passport Bros.
It's www.myeverydaypajamas.co.uk.
Okay, so you've bought that?
I haven't bought it yet, no.
Isn't that an oversight?
Yeah, I just haven't got around to that yet.
I mean, what if somebody gets there first?
That would be a shame.
Well, somebody has.
Yourself.
I've also bought myeverydaypajamas.com, myeverydaypajamas.net, and just to really protect my investment, myeverydaypajamas.uk. So now, you're essentially looking for £250,000 worth of investment in a website that you don't own.
Doesn't that sound familiar? I call myself a passport, bro. I got an app and everything. Well, but you don't own the name. You don't own the rights to it. Yeah, it sounds like a great name, but somebody else monetized it. Somebody else making it popular. You making a name, and every time and here's the thing, every time you say it, they make bank. Every time you say go to Passport Bros, they're like, Passport Bro Inc. is mine. And I think if you remember back in the day, I don't know if it was a scam or what was happening, where they was going to do some TV series or something like that about Passport Bros. Remember that? And they just had everybody try to audition. I think Austin, all of them guys.
Yeah, everybody tried to blow it up and saying, hey, sponsor me. Go ahead and click yes. Yeah,
remember that?
And it wasn't even being sponsored by us. It was somebody else trying to monetize it in a show.
Because they didn't own the name. You couldn't. Dudes like, oh, you can't do that. You can't. It's my name. See, that's what happens when we sleep on things. And you got the country boy. The country boy telling y'all about it. You want to play the country boy? How far are we in? We 30 minutes in. I think we can.
You want to play the song first?
What's the song?
That's the one that we talked about. The one that says he's a passport bro, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Another one that's making fun of himself. I got another one beside for this one, but let's go ahead and play this one.
All right.
Where to go? Eating foreign pussy like it's a foodie travel show. Every city I'm titty fucking spilling cum on her chin. From Manila down to Rio, every hole lets me in. Passport Bros, busting nuts.
All right, we're gonna leave it like that. I gotta admit, that's a good ass song. I mean, it's catchy as hell, but you know, why don't they have a right to use the name if nobody's going to lock it down to where they can't use the name.
Exactly.
You know?
So we always think we do something, but other people monetizing off of us all the time.
Now here's the other one. This one is him making fun of himself. Hold on, I'm uploading it right now. Give it a second.
Sipping whiskey, watching my wife get wrecked. Big black cock all up in her, yeah, she's feeling that stress.
Now that's all I need to play. Now that white man is sitting there making fun of the fact that his girlfriend's having sex with a black man. How come they can have that kind of humor and we can't? What's wrong with us? Why are we so emotionally inept?
We'll say our history. We'll say our history got us like that. You know, that back in the day it was, you know, they putting on blackface or what would we call it? Jim Crow and all of those things that got us. So that was the issue. So I guess what our solution is just to do the same thing we didn't want anybody else to do. Now, I don't know how that wins out because black audience are always laugh when it comes to that. Every skit that they did, every Dave Chappelle show on there that he's pretending to be a white person. Martin Lawrence doing it. I'm out of order. You're out of order. This whole courtroom's out of order, man. And it's funny. But black people can't get away with any of it. And so if I'm a white person can't get away with any of it. If I'm a white person, I'd be upset too. I say, man, you know, as a white heterosexual male, I'm the most hated person there is. I can't do anything. I can't laugh. I can't have fun. Anything I say, y'all gonna come against me. This is what we come into. So we are notorious for throwing rocks and we got glass houses. If you can't take it, don't throw it.
Yeah, I'm 100% agreement.
Well, who don't agree with us? I want to know who don't agree.
I'm curious to know that.
Who doesn't agree? Who is afraid? Who finds Druski funny, but Robbie Downey Jr. insulting? Who finds, you know, Dave Chappelle dressing up as funny, but you know, somebody else as, oh man, that's racial profiling. Who finds that the black woman with blonde hair is sexy, but a white woman with braids is she trying to act black? I'm just wondering, because that sounds curious to me. I don't know why we've gotten to this stage, but if we can't laugh together, we got a long way to go. And how many times have you seen comedians on the stage be like, oh, to the white people in the audience, I did my white people and y'all can't dance, or make fun of the white people in the audience. But I remember there was a comedian that made fun of black people, and a woman wanted to get on stage and fight him. He was like, all right, Kamala Harris. We get offended by it. Let me see if I can find that clip. Black woman.
Yeah, I'm actually curious right now if anybody's in the chat that is offended by some of the things we're talking about, some of the things that you've seen today, and why. I would be real curious to know. You know. By the way, my Kansas City Chiefs lost. Damn it.
That's how it happened.
21-27. I actually gave up watching the game just to come on the live. They needed my support. Had I supported them, they probably would have got that extra 7 points in the win.
I don't think so.
You know,
it's over.
You know.
It's over. That woman.
Yeah, we lost, bro. It's a sad day. But that's all right. It's the first game of the season. I'd rather take that L right off the bat. That way we don't have to be perfect. Because we start off winning, all of a sudden we go in 5, 6, 7 in a row, no losses, and then all of a sudden it'd be like, the pressure's on. Hey, let's get that loss out the way. You can go ahead and kick it in after that. But yeah, if you haven't seen, I got my Kansas City jersey on.
That ain't helping.
I got all my support in the back, even though I'm here in the Philippines. Don't ever let anybody tell you I've never ridden for the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh man, come on, David. Why are you gonna do me like that? The Eagles are gonna make us 0-2. Damn. Are we playing y'all next? I haven't even looked at the schedule. I don't even know. But I want to know who's in the chat. There's a kick dog that's wanting to holler.
I don't know, but I want to play this comedian dude. Oh, I got to share the screen on this one, don't I? Damn, because I didn't download.
Man, you got to take some of these things down, bro. I can't take them.
Yeah, take them. Go ahead and snatch them down.
I can't take
us off.
No, they're yours. I can't take them down.
I'll get them up here in a second. All right, here we go. Now, hopefully we can hear this. I'm gonna turn it on. Now, here is a white comedian. As you can see, he is white, having a good time.
I don't even know what he's saying, but it's just shit sounds tense.
You a bitch.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a bitch, god damn it. There's nothing you can say to me I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my suicide note tonight. Have a good night, Kamala Harris. Now.
Oh, that was the most racist joke ever.
No, I've 4 more in the chamber.
No, Kamala Harris.
Wait, don't drop the scarf, man. That was $3 at Dollar Tree, man.
Madden, bitch. No.
Yeah, go pick up the gun she left under the chair.
Are you serious? No, y'all want to laugh about.
I'm so horny for no reason right now. Don't bully me, I'll come, bitch. Okay, wait, hold on. Focus. Before I do my last joke, can I ask you a question? What part was I being racist at? I didn't even get to my Jim Crow jokes yet. I got blackface over here in the trunk. I was ready.
Now say that to say this. It's to me, this was funny. White dudes do it all, or black dudes do it all the time. They get on stage and say something crazy. All the white people.
Well, they'll find somebody in the crowd to go after too.
Yeah,
they want you to react that way. They will find somebody in that crowd just so they can point them out and say, "What's your name? Who'd you come here with?"
But
they'll start a whole act off of just talking to somebody in the crowd.
Why are we so offended? She got offended. She was going to cry. She wanted to fight. And she's mad at the audience for laughing.
Do we want to go into the long or the short of why we're so offended?
Go into the
long. Do you think being raised by single mothers who are more emotional than having men in the house that are more analytical and stout and serene when it comes to their emotional intelligence have anything to do with it? Maybe. You think that might be a problem? We got too many emotional ass grown men out here now where they can't take a tongue lashing. They can't give it out and they can't take it.
But I think I can't even blame them. It's almost society in general. Even the white liberals come at them like you can't say that. You can't do that. You know, I seen one thing in California before they talk. It was crazy, man. Before everybody talked, it was, my name is Jim. I go by they, them, hi, he, something crazy. And it was like, address me as them, they. Like, what the hell? Before we even got there, we got to have that conversation. So
Bro, wait a minute. Do you remember when Prince changed his name to a motherfucking symbol? It wasn't even a name. It was an onyx symbol. He said, call me this. What's the this? It's a symbol. Nobody got offended over that. Now everybody's super sensitive if they want to change their name or they want to be referred to. I don't give a fuck what you want to call yourself. You're not stopping me.
But this is what society has come to, man. I don't, when the title is this, is who started this? So who started this?
Yeah. Who did start it?
I think, black people been making fun of white people and white people been making fun of black people for as long as we go. And it's not just black and white. I think there was a detective show back in the day, Charlie Chan or something like that, where the dude was playing an Asian guy as a detective.
Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah, a lot of times that white actors playing roles of black and Chinese people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been going on. And so I just don't know how we've gotten to it where we can say certain things and we feel that we can get away with it, but get so offended when people say the exact same thing to blacks. We can't live like that. Especially if it's comedy. If it's comedy, it's comedy. We got inside of every comedy is a little bit of truth.
There's some truth. Absolutely.
And we can't do it. And we can't deal with it.
There you go, Philippi. Vaudeville blackface actors and comedians. That's where it somewhat started. But again, if you want to look at the dozens and you really research the dozens, you know where the dozens came from? Came from straight out of Africa. The dozens came from Africa to see who had the emotional maturity to be able to take insults without becoming violent. And it came from black people. But we can't take our own medicine. Thank you, Philippi. He even confirms it's from Ghana. So what is it? What is our problem? Why can't we? Why can't we take it anymore?
I don't know where the sensitivity started. And we played this to make it even more of something serious, man, because it just seems today that in anything we talk about that concerns blacks, you can't even have a discussion around it. That's how sensitive we've gotten. When we think everything belongs to us, but nothing belongs to anyone else. So much so that even when we started something, we can't even say it belongs to us. Country music. Oh, we make fun. I remember back in the day, we would make fun if you was a black dude listen to country music.
Now I listen to country, I listen to rock, Molly Hatchet, Led Zeppelin, I was a drummer. So if I'm a drummer, I know I need to learn how to play everything, not just our shit. And back then it wasn't just our shit. We did R&B and we might have did a little soul. There wasn't a lot of rap when I first started listening to music. That came out afterwards. So when we had music appreciation, I did everything from classical music. I played in concert bands. I played in jazz bands. I played in pep bands. We had to learn how to play all kind of music. You had to have music appreciation. And when you had that, you were able to bridge the gap and look at what it was, the music. It didn't have race. But when you talk about breaking it down, yeah, it all came from us. If you want to put it in genres, rock, Chuck Berry, all that came from us. We are the innovators. They steal.
No, who steals?
Well, they license it by stealing.
I can't say that ain't no stealing, man. That's not, if you're not smart enough to license your stuff, that ain't stealing.
Right. You're right. You're right about that.
You can't blame somebody else for saying, and it's not that they do it to us, they do it to everybody. whoever thinks that Bill Gates invented Windows is a fool. He didn't invent Windows. He just bought it from somebody else and then licensed it. And how he really made his money is he licensed it. Every computer that came out was going to have Windows and they had to pay for it. They've been doing this forever. They just smarted the game. We think it's so good that we invented something.
You can invent it, but don't own it.
Exactly.
And that was a problem a lot of times ago was if you were owned by somebody, you invented something, guess who got to take the patent and own it?
Matter of fact,
your owner.
Who own your masters? You know, we talking about that. We don't, even in this day when it comes to music, they don't own the masters of your music that you created. You don't own it because you're so worried about something else. So
make it make sense.
I don't know how to make it make sense. I think we in it for the fame and not the fortune. There's a big difference. Some people in it for the fortune and not the fame.
Yeah, you're right. If you don't pay for the studio time, you don't own it because you owe for the studio time. But if you knew better,
no,
you would
we
pay
don't
for
even.
your own time.
It's not.
You
that,
would
man.
pay for your own studio time. But see, here's the thing: we try to get over on folks. We don't want to do it the right way. We want to try to shortcut our way into success, and that's why we wind up being cheated or just outright outsmarted by everybody else.
Don't want to read the contract. Or we hire their lawyer to read our contract.
Now, you can't say they weren't black lawyers. But our musicians and our performers decided to use the studio lawyers for advice.
What? Makes no sense. I mean, you call it what it is. And a lot of guys had the studio time money. They just didn't read. They just didn't read the contract. They made it in their own studios. They made their music. But when they wanted the license, they wanted to go out. They thought, hey, man, it's easier for us to, get this advance, which, we made. They said, I signed a deal, which really ain't a deal. You just signed a loan. Right. That's it.
You have some performers after a while started learning how to sell records out their back of their trunk and go independent, or they call them indies or whatever, CDs and tapes back in the day. They started figuring it out. We can buy our own stuff. I mean, right now you got so many independents right now because you don't need a studio in order to produce a song and get it on Shopify, get it on Amazon Music and all that. You don't necessarily need a record deal to make $1 million anymore. Or more. But back in the day, they felt like the exposure, the radio stations and everything else were owned and had collusion with the record labels. So you needed them in certain ways. In order to get it.
We just always felt, because here's the thing. We
had black radio stations.
Exactly. We always felt we needed to go somewhere else.
Black producers. We had black studios. Look at Detroit.
Motown. We just felt we needed to go somewhere else. But I still need somebody to explain. Got a clip for you. Yeah, go ahead and send me that clip, Drew. My thing is, I still don't know how we can always dish it out. Can't take it. How a black woman can wear blonde hair and we okay with it. We have no issue with her wearing straight blonde, somebody else's hair glued on, glued in, and we're fine with that. But how can I do with this one? Let's see. I don't know if I can. How can I copy this one? I might have to go to my page to copy it. Let's see. No, it won't let me copy it from here.
Yeah, you'd have to come in the back and drop it in the private chat or email it to one of us. Can you email it to him or drop it in? Do we want to drop the link?
Yeah, I don't want to stay on too long anyway. Let's drop this link. Let's do about another 15, 20 minutes. Let's get to the hot seat. Anybody got any disagreement with what we're saying? Come on to the hot seat. Or just let me know why it is that it's okay for Druski to make fun of white folks, but you get offended when somebody make fun of black folks. You can call somebody cracker, but let somebody call you the N-word and you mad. I want to know why. Why are you so sensitive? Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
Man,
they break my bone.
And tell us if we're wrong. I mean, tell us if we're wrong. Maybe we're too light to have this conversation with y'all. Mm-hmm. Maybe y'all a little sensitive to even our skin tone. Like we had it easier because we were lighter. I guarantee you, bro. Any brother that's light skinned and ain't had his nose broke, that motherfucker knows how to fight. I'm gonna tell you straight up, because we got attacked in certain neighborhoods. But Drew's on the back. We're gonna go ahead and bring him up. What's up, Drew? Drop that YouTube.
Yo, what up?
Drop that YouTube thing in the private chat. Quick, drop that link into the chat.
You turn that off.
If you're listening to light rights and you got an opinion against two light rights saying
drop out and come back in.
Trying to tell the truth, we can hear you, Drew. Where'd he go?
Yeah, we can hear you.
He dropping in and out like a leprechaun. What the fuck? We ain't trying to steal your pot of gold.
I know somebody said this, and I laughed at this movie. I had no problem.
I love that. He played that role like nobody's business.
Like nobody's business, not even an issue with it. I'm gonna play it, then I'm gonna let Drew go. And do we have a problem with this young man here? Because he was asked, could he play that role today? He said, "Woo, probably not."
You know what? Fuck that, man. I'm sick of this koala hugging nigga. Now let me see.
I'm sorry, the first line right there was enough.
He's kept us down.
The fuck?
Wow,
you know what? Fuck that, man. I'm sick of this koala hugging nigga.
That movie couldn't get made, man.
That movie was the shiznit. I swear to God, back then that movie was so hilarious, man. And it's still
I forgot that he was white. I watched it and I was like, oh man,
yeah, you were a white man playing a black man. You confused as yeah, I swear to God. That movie has so many fucking comedic goddamn turns and twists.
It was over the top. So Drew, what you think, brother? We got here? Druski can make fun. He can go on. He can go to NASCAR. He can do his thing. Have some fun out there. Make fun of white folks. Make fun of rednecks. All of that. Born in the USA. We laugh at it. It was funny. But why is it a white dude can't do that?
Maybe
are we too sensitive?
Well, I'm saying maybe they can do it, but maybe it's their karma. Maybe it's their karma coming back on them.
Who's karma?
Maybe it's white people's karma coming back on them. That for so many years, black people had to watch it and listen to it. So maybe it's their karma coming back onto them.
No, but here's the thing: white folks ain't complaining. They listening to it and laughing. They like, man, that Druski, man, he's a funny dude, man. He's character. But as soon as they do it, we get upset. White folks ain't even mad at Druski. They laugh.
Of course, they're gonna say it's funny because they've never been the minority, so they've always been the majority.
No, Drew, brother.
Is it about being a minority though? Really?
Think about it. Think about the shows that go on. Dave Chappelle got all white folks in his audience laughing when he does it. The Dave Chappelle show that was on Comedy Central wasn't all popular because it was just black people, man. It was white people watching that show. I used to go to work and dudes used to be like, I'm rich, bitch. Not black dudes. That was white dudes that used to say that.
True.
So the thing is, white people watched that show and was laughing their ass off. They was not offended.
Guys, there's a story, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. This is in reference to Dave Chappelle, where he was telling a joke, and he said he was in a room full of, not a room full of whatever, a bunch of white people. And this one white guy was just laughing his head off. And he had to think about it for a minute, what he said. But basically what Dave concluded was that he wasn't laughing with him, he was laughing at him.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's, there's a funny clip on YouTube I think about when you guys brought this up. And it's his brother. You guys might remember this. It was his brother in Alabama. And he's telling this story about his elementary school taking him and the rest of his class to a cotton field. Do you remember that story? It's on YouTube.
Sounds familiar. It sounds familiar.
When he was telling his friends about, they took them to a cotton field to pick cotton.
Oh hell! I'm not sure if I heard this one, but go ahead.
You can pull it up on YouTube. It's his brother telling a story about going to a cotton field, picking up cotton, and there's this one white guy. I mean, he's laughing so hard, but I don't know if he's laughing with him or laughing at him. But if you guys find that video, you can find it on YouTube. Do
you remember the psychologist, the white lady? And she was always going into white rooms and scolding the kids on how they treated black people. And she told them the history of the black people and why they were sensitive to certain things.
Right.
You remember that? And she even had the white kids dress up like slaves. And for that hour, she was going to have the white kids have to do everything one of the black kids told them to do.
Yeah, I know.
And some of them were refusing to do it.
I think I found that. I'll play a few seconds of it.
Yeah, he's telling a personal story, and this one white dude cannot stop laughing.
The racist field trip I have ever been on in my fucking life. They took us to a fucking cotton processing place. And there was a big ass cotton field out in the middle of fucking Raymond, Alabama, in the south of Montgomery County. We went there, and me and 28 other little nigglets in Miss Harper's 3rd grade classroom, they took our asses out there in the middle of the fucking August heat and said, hey, y'all, they gave us bags and shit, like cute little plastic bags. With a cotton puff person with a smile on his face, and they're like, "Hey, y'all go out there, have fun, pick as much cotton as you want." And so my stupid ass went. I went. My mama signed off on it and didn't think about it, and I went to the fucking field trip. Out there in the field, just having a good old time. We were singing songs and shit in the middle of the motherfucking field, picking goddamn cotton in the middle of the fucking heat. And then, I'm thinking, because it's a field trip, they told us you can pick as much as you want. Hey, you get to keep the fucking cotton. You can keep it. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep it. And we go to get back on the bus. They're like, all right, kids, turn your bags in. And they take our asses inside and took all the damn cotton that we had and then told us to get back on the fucking bus. So me being a little rebel, I took a handful of cotton, stuffed it in my pocket, and went home. Then my mama came when she was doing laundry the next night. She was like, what the fuck? Is this cotton in your back pocket? I was like, yeah. Where the hell did you get unprocessed raw cotton from? Well, yesterday on that field trip, they took us to a cotton processing plant, and we got to pick cotton all day long. My mama came to the school, and I swear to God, that shit went down. She locked this woman in a room like, how dare you jive ass motherfuckers take my kids and all these other ashy little Negroes to a fucking cotton field in the middle of the summer. You fucking soulless bitch. She fucking checked me out of school.
But my thing is, was it white people doing it too? And he making a joke out of it.
Who set him up? Right? Who set him up?
20. I think he said all nigglets, didn't he say?
Yeah, all 22 nigglets is what he called it himself.
But the thing is, he making a joke out of it. So he find it funny.
But whose fault was it? He said at the beginning, if he set up the story, his mom signed off on the permission slip. She didn't read it. She didn't even think about it. She's like, yeah, go on, just let them do whatever the hell they want. Then you want to get upset on the after effect of you not reading and understanding or comprehending the fuck you were signing for your child to experience. Who are you blaming?
Yeah. He can make fun of it. I can look. If he laughing at it, why can't the white dude laugh at it? Now I know the Drew what you talking about. With
we see you in the back there, down now. Hold on.
The one that I would have stated that would have gotten me was this one. Dave Chappelle said that he did a joke and he either called somebody gay or the F word, the 3-letter F word. And he said he got called into the room and a woman said, Dave, you can't call nobody the F word. He said, hold up. Let me see if I can find it. He does. I don't even want to do it. It'll be much better if he says it. That was more offensive than anything to let you know what really.
If it's Dave Chappelle, we're gonna definitely have to cut that one out.
Oh,
because they're gonna copyright strike the shit out of us. But you can play it.
Yeah, I think I remember the one you're talking about. Fearless. I had put a little clip in the chat for you, man.
Yeah, we were waiting for you to put it in the back chat. Did you put it in the back chat yet? We're waiting for you to jump it in the back chat, private chat. Put it in the private chat so we can look at it.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to bring Darnell up. First things first, Darnell, you got to answer the question. Go ahead and pose the question, Fearless.
Oh, this is, man, do we got to do it? Dave Riggs got it on there. It's a minute long.
I mean, we can play it. Like I said, I can just cut it out. I don't care.
Right. Let me do this one. So this is the one. This is the one. If I was anything, I would have said, man, okay. But we are okay with it because we've letting it go so long that we're okay with it. I'm gonna roll the tape. It's too late, man. You missing it.
I'm slow on the draw on that one. He's quick.
Switch.
He's too fast. Too loose.
So if anything, Drew, that's the one that I would have said, hey, I would have been offended by because that's true. Where there's certain groups, and right now that group is saying, no, you can't say this, and offended, and they have more pull than anyone.
I agree with you.
So in our sense, it's like, well, blacks saying, well, you sensitive. Why can't we say any gay jokes? We can't say any jokes, but you can say black jokes. The same way that black folks say the same thing about whites. I just don't understand how every comedian can go on stage and talk about dress like, do all this when it comes to doing anything around blacks, or when black people are doing it with whites, but we get offended if anybody does anything that we feel is inappropriate around when it comes to blacks. You can't have, if they want to rap, you can't rap. That's our music. You can't wear blonde hair. Hey, blonde hair, you can't do it. Braid that hair up. Nope. So we always complain about something. And I see where people will say, I got black fatigue. Y'all complain about every damn thing, man. But y'all okay when you do it.
Well, Fearless, if I may chime in, that's not true. You got Eminem. He's probably
first of all, why are you so sensitive? What was the question you posed to Drew? Fearless. What was the question for the panel?
Yeah, the question is, why is it that it's okay if a black person pretends to be white, makes fun, has jokes, we laugh at it, but it's not okay when any other race does the same with us? It's okay when a black woman wears blonde hair, but it's not okay when a white woman gets braids.
Oh, I think it goes with context too. So back in the day, the exaggerated features of black people. I think Amos and Andy, the black clown looking faces, exaggerated lips, and things of that nature. I think that is probably going a bit far. But like when you played the Tropic Thunder clip, I don't think
there was a huge problem. I don't recall when Tropic Thunder came out. I don't recall a backlash.
There was a backlash. There was a big backlash. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr.
I
playing
think it might have
blackface.
been a small one, but you got to think that Instagram, Facebook, and a lot of those things were in the infancy back then.
No, it was when it came out, it was crazy. Even to this day, if you came in late, we were showing clips where Jimmy Fallon, Dan Aykroyd did blackface and Trading Places, and 40 years later, he's apologized.
The two ganja smoking dudes, and they blackfaced them out. I mean, even on Trading Places. Remember, they were on the train together, Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, and they were playing two ganja smoking dreadlock dudes, and Dan Aykroyd was blackfaced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Well, the thing, I remember it was Whoopi Goldberg. I can't. And I think it was Al Franken.
She was.
Was it Ted Danson?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was married to Ted Danson.
And he did blackface, and it was the craziest thing there was.
Yeah, but I mean, if you saw that photo, I mean, the exaggerated, it just wasn't. It wasn't hyperbole. Does that make sense? Like, you know what hyperbole is, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Darnell. It wasn't over exaggerated with the big lips and the big nose and the everything like that. It was just over exaggerated.
But if you're a white person, let's be real.
Ted Danson didn't look like that.
Stop. If you're a white person, and typically your facial features are a skinny nose and very, very small lips.
Mm-hmm.
How would you over exaggerate or look like a black person if you did not do those things?
I think you're missing the point of what I'm trying to say. It's like
I'm not.
There's a difference between highlighting certain features and just exaggerated to where it's just, okay, this is not remotely true, and it does kind of become offensive. I mean, after all,
did you watch White Chicks?
Yes, I did.
That wasn't offensive?
When you look at it, I have to say it probably is. The stereotypes of white women, the stereotype of a dumb blonde, I should say. And I'm just using with the crazy looking nose, and that movie was insane. I think it probably was offensive. Probably shouldn't have been done. I'm not gonna lie. I did watch the movie and I did enjoy it. But maybe it was offensive, to some. But I don't think.
So why didn't they get canceled? Why is it okay that why didn't they get canceled?
Well, I mean, that kind of question there, Fearless, it's tough to say. I mean, there's just some people or some demographics, or sometimes some people can play by different rules. Just like if you were to make,
it seems that black people play by their own rules.
I don't think it's just black people. I mean, just like if you were to say a certain Semitic religion out there is good with money, you could get canceled, Fearless. Just like that.
Who could?
Seriously.
I'm not the sensitive one. What I'm saying is I'm not the sensitive one. They're the sensitive ones.
Right.
And I'm saying the blacks have been the sensitive ones.
Well, I mean, yeah. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe
Why,
they are. But,
why are we so sensitive? Why are we so sensitive?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer, Ronan. I mean, as a collective, some of us are more sensitive than others. I mean,
why do you think that is?
Like I showed this one before, and they wanted to cancel the little kid. All he trying to do is be Mr. T.
No, that was Martin Luther King, right?
Oh. And the Martin Luther King guy. This is Mr. T here. He wanted to be Mr. T for Halloween. So why is it he can't look up and say, man, I pity the fool. But we can dress up as any white hero we want.
But do we put on white face?
We got masks. We get to put a whole mask on.
But I'm just saying, it's like if let's say for instance,
Could you imagine? Wait, let's stop and think about that for a second. We can make all the white face masks and all these different things, like the presidents, the dead presidents who wore white faced masks of all the presidents, and they're all white faced. How many masks do you see of black people, period? And wouldn't it be insulting if you brought a black mask and actually put it over your face?
The only mask I've ever seen of black people recently is Barack Obama. I've seen that one.
Right.
But
how often do you see a mask of a black man?
No, you never see a black mask of a black man during Halloween or anything like that.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, maybe it has. Let's say this. Maybe it has to do with the fact that if it's Halloween related, we're not really put in the spotlight of the Halloween genre of fear and terror. Like all of those horror movies are mostly white characters that are killing other white people. So maybe that's the reason why. I don't know.
No, I think it would be that we would be offended if all of a sudden there was some black face out there.
That's what I think.
I don't think so. I think it's the characters of the Halloween.
You don't think so? White. If you've seen a lot of black kids with black superhero masks on their face, you wouldn't have a problem with it? You don't think society would have a problem with it?
I can't even name 5 black superheroes.
That's one thing. Wait. That's one thing. But again, the very video or the very picture that Fearless just put up here, here's a white kid that looked up to Mr. T. They damn near wanted to kill this kid for doing it. He was looking up to a black hero of his or hers and wanted to emulate that person. Yeah, but because of the way he went about doing it, all of a sudden it became an insult.
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, I don't see anything, wrong with that, with this kid wanting to be Mr. T. I mean, that's to me.
We so sensitive, we scare people from looking up to us. That's crazy to me.
But here's the thing: I don't see any exaggerated features there in that photo that you just showed.
Exactly.
Now,
well, what's exaggerated features?
Wait. Okay, if you say that, then show him the Martin Luther King video of the kid that didn't have any exaggerated features. He was trying to look like Martin Luther King as a white kid, the best he could, and they had a problem with him doing that too.
Well, see, Darnell just said that he didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah. No, I don't. I just see a kid that wants to be Mr. T. What's wrong with that?
And it's the same as Martin Luther King one. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But when you have exaggerated features, that's when there's an issue.
Yeah, Fearless, if you can pull up a video of Governor Northman from North Carolina, blackface, Governor Northman, blackface, there should be a photo. That one, I'm not going to lie to you, that one was, it was before he became governor, years ago before he became governor, but he did blackface. And you could just see the exaggerated features. That is a problem.
I don't even see nothing wrong with that one. I don't see nothing wrong with this.
Yes, you do. You laughing?
No, I'm not because it looks like I'm laughing because it looks like it's Halloween. To be honest, it looks like it's a Halloween.
I think it was a Halloween party. Yes,
it looks exactly like it's Halloween, and it looks like I'm laughing because he's with the KKK, so it looks like a black dude. See, look, you laughing. You see. Look, you just laughed at it. So why did you laugh at it?
I'm laughing because you said he's with the KKK. I'm like, man, that's like Dave Chappelle. Like, he don't know who.
Exactly. It was just reversed. He's a black guy.
Hold up. I played, Clayton Bigsby.
Yes.
We played Clayton Bigsby.
Yes.
Right.
Why is it? Let me see if I can find Clayton Bigsby.
Hilarious.
Why is it that you can laugh at and I'm gonna see if I can pull this over and share it. Why is it that you can laugh at or say this is offensive? Because you said which way it is, and he's dressed up as a KKK and all of that. But
no, the governor was dressed up in blackface.
Yeah, he dressed up in blackface. But why is it that if for whatever reason, let me see. I know I don't want to play it all on here. Let's see.
But wasn't there a movie that was supposed to come out about a year or two ago where they were portraying white people as slaves? It was like a reverse alternate universe thing where black people were
Antebellum.
But it never came out.
It did come out.
No. This one was reversed. There was white slaves, not black slaves or people that were abducted and taken back to slavery. That's the antebellum I've seen.
Okay, so they have made that movie before. That movie is an old movie, and I think if you look back, I think it was called like either Black and White or something. John Travolta was in that movie, I believe.
No, there was a recent one. I know about that one. I'm talking about there was one that was supposed to come out more recently.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Years ago, and it got stifled.
Yeah, it's basically what would the world look like if black people were actually in charge and the white people were in the position that we were in,
right?
That we are in.
I'm gonna play a few seconds of this. This is Clayton Bigsby.
Their faces alone. Somebody blew up because they just couldn't comprehend it.
Nate, talk about
they just exploded from the thought.
But that's not. But he didn't do. He didn't. But Clayton Bigsby, he wasn't playing a white man. He was a blind man that didn't know that he was black. He was led to believe he was white his entire life.
But I'm saying it still go to say it's comedy. Why is it that we can laugh at this?
That's not whiteface. That's not whiteface. That's the characters. The story is different.
No, all right. So what I'm saying is, you want to see whiteface? You know how many times we play whiteface?
I got Druski already up. Just go ahead.
Yeah, Druski's up. We mentioned White Chicks. That was a
Dave Chappelle. Played. Dave Chappelle always
Eddie
Murphy.
Straight up.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her.
Are we gonna play the whole video?
No, this all stereotypical stuff.
But you know what though? When we look at these, like you just brought up Eddie Murphy, Druski, the Wayans brothers, all of these people that have done this mostly in our kind of like in our generation are really strong comedians that did it, but you don't really see the white comedians come out and do it. I would like to see a white comedian come out and do it. Let's
because they scared.
Come on, do what?
Come out and do a black character.
They have. No, they have, and they wanted to cancel them.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would be like an instant
So
that brother
he couldn't
get out of the studio fast enough. He couldn't get out of it.
The closest thing I've kind of seen to it, but he didn't put a black face on. There was a what's the comedian Gary? He's a white guy, but his comedy is mostly around black.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Gary
about.
Owens.
Yeah, married to a black. Yeah, Gary Owens.
He was married to a black woman. But did you guys ever see the skit where he was talking about going to church at a black church?
I think so.
Now that I laughed at this. Hold up, you said don't know white dude do it. They wanted to cancel him for doing this. I thought it was funny.
Where is white comedian?
Read this book. I seen Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and guess what? Not a lot of black folks on the show. Right. Not a lot of black folks on the show. No.
That's Jimmy Fallon acting like Chris Rock in blackface. And then it had to go on an apology tour. Like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. That was wrong. Now this is funny.
No, wait.
Answer the question. We got to ask that kind of question, like,
right there. His face is not overly exaggerated, like you were saying earlier, Darnell.
Yep.
He's acting like Chris Rock is not going over the top with it. He's staying in character, but yet and still he was going to be crucified for this.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
see,
and he
Darnell
shouldn't be.
said that wouldn't be offensive to him because, and I'm not offended either because it's not over exaggerated.
Exactly.
So what is over exaggerated then?
We just explained it.
Interpretation.
Yeah. Think Amos and Andy. If I saw a white guy, dressing up black and looking like Amos and Andy,
Fearless. Pull up a clip of Bamboozle, and you'll find, but that's black people in blackface, but those are over exaggerated lips and characters and movements and everything. That's the thing that offends black people.
All right, but have you ever seen the movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? What is that?
Yes.
Wasn't that it?
Yeah, I'm
I've
going
seen
to
Get You, Sucker.
With the Robert Townsend.
Hold up, Amos and Andy are black guys.
I know what
but
Darnell's saying, but what he's saying was really Al Jolson. This is probably what he meant to say was Al Jolson. It was.
I'll look up Al Jolson as well.
Yeah, Al Jolson was a white Jewish man he would over exaggerated with his character of black people in blackface. But if you look at that Spike Lee movie Bamboozle from back in the days, they basically took ownership of it. And, it's like the white people were like, whoa, should we even laugh at this? Just, we don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie. I haven't watched the movie in years.
But I just think we still we oversensitive.
Well, but like the last two clips that you played, and you said, "Hey, are you offended by this?" I'm like, "No." Jimmy Fallon being played by Chris Rock. I'm sorry, I said that backwards. Chris Rock being played by Jimmy Fallon. And I saw nothing wrong with that. I mean,
I don't either.
Yeah. The white kid wanting to be Mr. T. Okay, that's just a kid, emulating his hero.
But all right, so let's go to this cultural appropriation. Can white women wear braids?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Then why is it that black women get offended when they do it or say, "Oh man,
So
you
wait a
can't
minute.
do it."
Hold up. So here's the thing. Here's the picture of Al Jolson. He's dark skinned. You can see the regular color of his eyes. He didn't do anything over exaggerating that. And he left his lips lighter.
He looks like a damn crackhead.
Hold up.
That was him making his lips before he used red paint to exaggerate his lips. He would just not paint that part of his mouth to make it look like he had big lips.
So you want me to find a different picture now?
No, you don't have to. I mean, we all get the picture.
But it's not over exaggerated.
That is.
But what's the running joke? Hold on. Really? What's the running joke in black culture?
What is the running joke in black culture? You tell me.
Ninja, you so dark, all I can see are the white of your eyes and your mouth.
I don't tell that joke.
But black people do.
You used to say that all the time. What you mean?
I'm a black person too. I don't tell that joke.
But I'm saying black people tell the joke.
If you don't do it, other black people do. And they tell it against other darker skinned black people. That's why I said we have a colorism issue too.
We do.
Yeah, I think I super chatted in a joke like that. You guys had a roast night. I was like, black man travels so black. I was like,
watch it now. You yellow, you high yellow, man. You can't be getting away with that shit.
I know, right? I'm just admitting my sins here.
Why is
But
it
I
a
was like,
sin?
yeah, I was like,
Why is it a sin? Because we get chomped up on for being light skinned.
So is the question, Darnell and Drew, is it that the over exaggeration?
I think it's the over exaggeration of the
So
character.
I got a question.
Because let's take a look at.
Is this over exaggerated?
We're all of the same age. We're all of
Is
the
that over exaggerated?
I can't see who is that.
Not about Martin Lawrence. Huh?
Yeah, that's Martin.
I can't see what it is. What is?
All right. Can you see Martin?
Hold on. It hasn't changed.
Because I got my phone on. I'm using my
Yeah,
phone. So.
if you guys ever used to watch that show, he used to over exaggerate certain white people and the way they move, their actions,
That's
and everything
Bob.
else in his show. That's Bob.
Yeah. What about Dave Chappelle as the white guy, the newscaster.
The news anchor.
Yeah, the news anchor.
Isn't that over exaggerated?
No.
How
Oh,
is
it's not. It's accurate.
Well,
have you ever seen how white his face is?
He's so let's say, for instance, he did I don't know, like something that I'm trying to think of something that would be over exaggerated with a white person. Like for us, we always have the stereotypes of having big lips and big nose, or whatever.
But in
we like
comparison to
watermelon.
a white person, we do have bigger lips and bigger noses.
But
and we always say, Judy,
why are we so sensitive about our features? We do have bigger lips and bigger noses than white people.
But
that's
what
not
I'm telling you is that it's not exaggerated like it is as a character. It's over exaggerated like a character.
So when you're in
comedy,
comedy,
I was about to mention this. Hold on a second.
wait.
Hold on a second. I was about to mention this a minute ago. So you guys grew up. We all grew up kind of the same, probably a decade or so apart and whatnot. But I remember growing up watching Tom and Jerry. Do you guys remember the black lady on Tom and Jerry?
Yep.
But that
she was the owner. She owned Tom, the cat.
She owned Tom, and wasn't she over exaggerated?
Well, you couldn't see her face though.
You could see the bottom part of her, right?
You guys never seen Disneyland Song of the South, have you?
Yeah, I've seen that. But then, if you notice, if you look up that same Tom and Jerry cartoon now, there's a white woman now that has replaced that black woman.
Because blacks got offended. That's what I keep saying. We got so
very
offended.
I'm not offended. They're too scared to even do anything with us. Y'all don't remember Uncle Remus and Tar Baby and all the things that went with Brer Rabbit and the innuendos behind Song of the South? It got so bad they banned the movie. You can't even find it unless you look it up on the internet.
Yep, I remember that.
It's so bad that there's no more Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima gone. Uncle Ben is gone. Amos Cookies. He ain't even on the package no more.
You know what's so funny that you know. It's funny that you mentioned that.
Cracker Barrel just changed their logo.
There's a brother. There's a brother that goes down to Colombia, and I was watching some of his videos. King LJ. I don't know if you guys watching his channel, but he goes to Colombia. He's a trucker, but he went in the grocery store with his girlfriend the other day, and they actually sell that in Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben in Colombia, with them on the cover.
I'm wondering why we get so offended.
I don't know, man.
Because, and I only say that because in any other culture, when you see that, it's like I'm going to show you some things from DR that they sell in the regular stores. Let me see if I can find one to blow up.
This is the same conversation that was being had about a week or so ago, but Tyler, when they were asking her, like,
about
she
color.
said that she's colored. Yeah. Well, if you've been to South Africa, you know that's a different racial group in South Africa.
Yeah,
So
but here's the problem.
about.
They think they better than black folks. The reason they want to be called colored is because to them, it's I'm not white, but I surely ain't black.
Right.
That's the problem. So to them, they don't want to be called black because black is offensive. They want to be called color because it makes them feel that they are in a different caste system.
Right.
So that's so when we talk about that, it's like, well, why you want to be called colored? And it's like, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to be associated as being black.
Right.
So that's different. That's saying I'm y'all Negroes ain't where I'm at.
Negroes over there.
Exactly.
Right. And it's the same thing in our culture. There's certain words that we don't like using, but some culture that comes here doesn't mind it as much as we do. They're not as sensitive to it as we are.
No, I mean, I guess it just depends, on the culture and I guess depends on the act. I mean, if I don't know, if I were to,
but are Dominicans, like you were saying, Fearless, the dolls that are in Dominican Republic that are being sold,
they look like the little
yeah,
they look like those dolls.
Over exaggerated red lips and all that shit. Yeah, I know they're in all the stores. I've heard about it.
Well,
or Dominicans or Haitians upset over those dolls?
Yes, I mean Dominicans. Yeah, they have a history of colorism, man.
I didn't say you. I'm asking Fearless. I'm asking Fearless, who has a Dominican wife. Stop
No,
for a second.
they sell the dolls everywhere. They're not offended by the dolls. It's just dolls. They just look at it as a part of their culture. Because there was dark Dominicans.
10 years ago, they used to beat up on Haitians. 10 years ago.
I understand the colorism part.
No, but
That's
here's
not
the thing. Let me explain this to Darnell. Yes, they beat up on Haitians, just like if we beat up on a Mexican who looked white or black. It's the Haitian part, not the color part. Let me see if I can even. I bet I ain't got no picture of him. I got a Dominican friend who is black as hell.
And that's why they don't want to be associated as black, because then you're saying they're Haitian, which is an insult to them because they don't like each other.
Exactly.
So that's why they say me no black, because me no Haitian. That's what they're really saying. And when they say I'm not black, not that they don't have an Afro-Latina heritage, they don't want to be called black because they don't want to be associated to being Haitian.
Correct. And the reason they don't want to be associated with Haitian is because there was one time Haitians enslaved them.
I was not aware of that.
You didn't know that when they celebrate their Freedom Day, it wasn't freedom from the United States. It was freedom from Haiti. Now this dude right here, this is one of my good friends.
I was not aware. The only thing
he's Dominican, and he dark.
Oh, you got a picture of him like that in your phone?
No, that's not my phone. It says WhatsApp. I went to his WhatsApp. That's the only picture I got. I ain't standing around no picture like that.
I was about to say, nigga, what's wrong with you? You damn questionable right now. I gotta look at you sideways.
I know, right?
No, his WhatsApp. That's the only his profile pic. Don't put
that
me
nigga glistening in your phone.
But he a dark skinned Dominican, and he fine, and he is no issue. It's the black part is separating the Haitians from
correct
and Dominicans.
And that's why I say culturally, the words don't mean the same to us versus somebody else. That's why they use negro and calling the color black. We don't want to hear that word at all. It can't be used in America even as a descriptive word. Fuck all that.
My wife calls her cousin Negrita, little black.
Well, like my father's birth certificate says Negro on it. I mean, that was a legitimate term back then. You know.
But again, we don't want to hear that word used in America where they can deal and tolerate it, and it's understood in other cultures.
Do you guys remember? What was it? And they made a Boondocks episode about this, where the teacher was trying to explain.
Oh, Japan.
Oh yeah, the N word.
That was actually based on the real story. Actually,
yeah. You never seen the real story, Drew?
I've seen it because Jamie Foxx and Snoop had reviewed it, and I was dying laughing because
I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing my ass off. I was like, man, that dude. I'm sorry.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Like, nigga, how you gonna buy a pencil?
I'm gonna share this because we talk about appropriation. This is the issue. This is where it comes down to when y'all say nobody cares.
We wear that shit. It's great. Take that shit out now. You're being for real? Take that shit out now. Yeah, what's your problem? Take that shit out now.
I think this was staged though.
Out now.
I look at that white girl. That white girl does not look like that stage.
No, she ain't. No, this ain't no play. She like, goddamn, this bitch about to attack me.
Exactly.
No, because I do remember. I think it was O'Shea Duke Jackson or somebody did a video about this a couple years ago. Because this is a couple years old.
No, this ain't. This is new. This ain't a couple years old.
No, that's not. No, I saw that video like 2 years ago.
Brother, I'm telling you,
that's an old video. It's at least over a year older.
All right, I get that to you. I can't say I don't know when they did it, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was staged. Because I think they said it was a skit.
Yeah, but the skit means there's a truth to it, and there's a reason why they did the skit. because people do get offended by seeing white women. I mean, Bo Derek made braids real popular back in the day in the 80s.
Yes, she did.
On 10. Running them on the beach, she had her hair braided.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened after Bo Derek did it? How many white people, women especially, during the summertime, did you see start wearing braids? Trying to be Bo Derek because they emulated Bo Derek.
But it's okay for y'all to do this. Put on a whole blonde. This ain't even. Matter of fact, that's fine.
You didn't go there.
I'm just saying. That's not cultural appropriation.
And that's not her hair. Take that shit off. That's not your hair. Take that shit off.
No, why is that?
That's not her hair, period.
But when it comes to hair, I mean, that's just American history where blacks
then
had always.
What we're saying is black people have a double. Wait, stop. What you're saying is black people have a double standard and it's acceptable.
Yep.
Not necessarily. What I'm saying is it was no, sir. It was white worship. Back in the day, do you remember the what was that?
Back in the day, this is still going on now. What do you mean?
Hold on a second. They used to put lye. I think it was lye in the hair that we used to straighten our hair and stuff. Blacks, we used to straighten our hair. I mean, that's stupid.
Back in the day, this is still going on. What do you mean? Black women are either pressing their hair or dyeing their hair straight all day long.
And you notice the damn hair falling out.
And the reason, listen, and that's why they went to wigs. They had dyed and laid their head and fried their head to the side. The Madam C.J. Walker is the one that invented all this shit. It's a black woman, one of the wealthiest in the world. She invented all these hair care products to mimic the white woman's hair because that was the standard. And now black women would damage their hair so much that they took on doing the wigs and the weaves now because it damaged their hair by straightening it with all the processing and the chemicals put in their hair.
Yeah.
But they're still doing what? Misappropriating a cultural hairstyle doesn't belong to us.
No,
that's not our hair. So then it's a double standard. Listen, it's a double standard. If you say they can't do certain things about us, but we can mimic everything about them and say it's our shit.
No, I just think it was a form of white worship. Basically, whiteness is close to godliness, basically.
So hold up. Why can't white people do black worship?
Why can't white people? Why would they want to be black? I'm just curious.
They get fillers in their lips. They get booties on their butts. What do you mean?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. They are starting to get in.
We got all the swag. What do you mean? They steal everything from us. They stole rock and roll. They stole country. They stole everything from us. The way we dress, the way we move. They do everything that we do.
No, but
like, they want to be black.
Hold on a second.
They want all the benefits of being black with all the benefits of being white all at the same time. Because how many white friends do you know that pretend to be black up until a point? A cop walks up and all of a sudden they're talking all proper. They're not black anymore.
I think, and I think when the time frame Darnell's talking about, like Elvis and stuff like that. I think that just because black people were not given the credit that, hey, I got this from them, I learned this from them, as opposed to now, it's like, well, the booty and all that stuff. I mean, white girls now have some. They're
eating that collard greens and cornbread just like us,
bro. They ain't doing no collard greens and cornbred. They're putting the work in the gym.
They doing both
here in Vegas like crazy. They are putting the work in the gym. They ain't got nothing to do with
Asian women, aren't you?
Cornbread, fat bag. It's all muscle.
Hey, they're not listening to Cosmo no more. That was a joke.
Putting it in there.
No, I get it.
I mean, guys, if you guys could see the gym here in Vegas, you would be shocked.
Brother, I'm in Dallas. They look. I don't know what they putting up in there.
They be rolling up in the gym.
Chicken there guy is squatted up.
Yeah, bro. Fearless, I forgot to reach out to you, man. I was there in Dallas, bro, a few weeks back.
Man, we could have hung out, brother. It was probably hot as hell when he was here too.
Yeah, I was in Grapevine. Is that it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Grapevine. A lot of Latinos over there in Grapevine.
Yeah, we stayed in the Great Wolf Lodge. I think that's what it's called.
There's a mall over there. I think Grapevine Mall or something.
Yeah, we stayed over there.
A lot of Latinos over there, brother. You probably seen the Mexicans come through.
Oh, there's a ton of them. Yeah, all in the malls. I was like, man, this is a spot.
Non-Nakneezy, we didn't talk about Zwarte, Pierre, and Holland, but they do dress up as blackface.
Oh, you talking about Pete?
Little
What's
Pete.
his name?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Black Pete from Holland.
Yeah,
I mean, we talked about that on a different show. We did that on a different show, even.
Yeah, because what we're saying is, if Druski can put on whiteface, why can't white people put on blackface?
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm fine. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like I said, in the examples that you showed with the Chris Rock video, the kid, I got no issues with it. When they're doing stuff like that, but it's just like I said, it just depends on the context. The context. How are they doing it? Is it too much? Is it going a little overboard? Yeah.
So Nakneezy seems to have a different issue. So Nakneezy, you say that this is okay.
Born in the USA. Hey, Suanna.
She's not listening.
Hey, come up. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby.
6 o'clock.
The butter biscuit point of view.
Girl, you crazy now.
So we say that that's okay, and we can laugh at it, but this little dude dressing up as Mr. T, that's bad. Or as we showed before, Jimmy Fallon dressing up as Chris Rock, that's bad. We go all off, and we so fragile. We get mad at a white lady who puts braids in her hair and say she culturally appropriating, but I just showed a black girl who got somebody else's hair and it's blonde, and that's fine. So why are we so fragile that it's cool? We get so angry when white folks want to dress up or do blackface or pretend to be us or make comedy like Tropical Thunder and stuff like that with Robert Downey Jr. But the minute we do it, it's funny. It's okay. Oh, y'all just been too sensitive. That's the problem. We always sensitive when it comes to some other race doing it, but we can do it and make fun of it. It seems to be a problem that we have, that we so hypocritical that we can't take a joke, but we can make fun of everybody else. And it's almost like I said before, we got glass houses and we throw a lot of rocks, and you can't throw those rocks if you can't take it. And it seems like we can't take it. We want to govern everybody else on how they view us, but we can go up there and do it. We showed some comedians that was on stage. He making jokes and a woman get mad at him. But every comedian I know that gets on there once the first, especially in the color, this is to my white people. This is white people. Or this, whatever joke it is separating with white folks. And they can sit in the audience and laugh. That's all right. But if they do it to us, we want to get on stage and fight. We want to cancel them. We want them to apologize for what they did, even though at the time it was funny. We laughed at it, but now you can't do it. That's the problem I have, that we became so sensitive that we want to dictate how another culture is. But whenever we do it, we can emulate other cultures. That's the crazy part.
I think everybody is sensitive though. Like, I mean, if one of us right now was to, do some buck teeth and squint our eyes and, sound like an Asian guy, portray an Asian guy. I mean, we would face backlash. I mean, the Asian community, there was actually the president of Argentina actually did that was making fun of Chinese people.
Actually, Eddie Murphy did that in Norbit.
Yeah.
Did he? Did he do that in Norbit?
Oh my God.
He was an Asian man in Norbit.
And matter of fact, this dude right here, let me show you. This is way before your time. This is Charlie Chan. Charlie Chan right here. He playing an Asian dude, but this dude is white.
What's his name? Charlie Chan, or that the character's
name?
The character's name is Charlie Chan.
And all these other guys playing white or black roles or
I'm telling you, who else played a funny dude? Jerry Lawrence of Arabia.
What's the Lawrence of Arabia?
Jerry Lewis. Yeah, the Lawrence of Arabia. Well, Lawrence of Arabia was the white guy, though. He was a real person. He was a white guy.
Look at this. Look at this dude. They making fun. I know it's a small one. He making fun of Asians. Oh, I know it's gonna click out right there. Yellow face is not acceptable. Yellow face is Asian. That's what they were playing. The dumb Asian. So it's not like it just happened. They were doing that before. It wasn't just blackface that was put on. It was all kind. That's just part of how Hollywood went.
Hey, you remember, how we mentioned cartoons a while back, and I'll tell
Come
you.
on, Mac Easy. I know you want to come up here, man, with the butter biscuit points of view.
I know there's a cartoon character. I ain't seen him I haven't seen this dude in forever. But do you guys remember Slowpoke Rodriguez?
Mm-hmm.
No, I never heard of him.
Yeah, he was. You had
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez. He was like his cousin.
Yeah, he carried a gun. He carried a gun.
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yeah, he talked real slow.
Like that shit.
Nah, I tell you a better one. Coonskin.
Oh man, who?
Anybody ever seen Coonskin?
Oh hell no! What?
You ain't never seen Coonskin? That's a good movie, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Movie?
Yes.
What?
Coonskin.
Nah, that must have came out down south, down Texas way.
No.
Oh, that was not a national release.
No,
that was not
1975.
It was Ralph Bakshi created Coonskin. I'm telling you, it's a real good movie. You gotta. I wouldn't play it right now, but when you get a chance, just give it a watch. You'll enjoy it.
That intro song to that movie was Scatman Crothers, boy.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't watch that when I was a kid. When I seen it, I was like, "What in the?"
Oh, that's
yo.
Hey, I think Magnesia is just sensitive, man.
Today's show
is so sensitive.
And
you can call that Scatman Crothers was way over the place. I ain't gonna sing it and say it, but It had the guitar. He's getting it.
I've never seen it and probably will never have a desire to see a movie named that.
I've never seen that either. That was
that shit was wild. That's that Ralph Bakshi guy. He did Wizards.
Yeah. Wizards, yep. Sure did.
And he did Heavy Traffic. And Fritz the Cat. That was man.
I remember
that's when they started making cartoons X-rated because of him.
Yep. He was a pioneer.
So I got a question for the panel. It seems that I'm wrong, that Magnesia feels that I'm wrong. And what I'm saying is, if you can dish it out, you better be able to take it.
What's your question?
If you have no problem with somebody like Druski dressing up white, going to a NASCAR, making fun of white folks, then how dare you do the same when a white person does it? That's hypocritical to me. If a comedian can get on stage, every comedian we know, Dave Chappelle talks about trans, whites, all of that. They can get on stage and make fun of white folks, but you get so offended when they make fun of black folks. That's hypocritical. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Don't
Yeah, that much is true.
Because I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. If a black girl can put on a blonde wig and call it her hair when it ain't her hair, don't get mad when a white chick put braids in her hair. It don't mean it don't. It's what I mean. She taking her own hair and braiding, and you calling that cultural
appropriation.
But you taking somebody else's hair, somebody else's color that ain't even natural to you, and you say it look good. So I see that's just hypocrites, and that's how black be. And y'all keep throwing these stones at other people, and then you wonder where the term black fatigue comes in. White people get tired of that, man, where they feel like I can't say anything without getting canceled. I can't do anything without doing something, but you can come and say whatever you want, and it's okay, and I just gotta take it.
Fix that camera or something that for some reason we can't pull you up.
I feel they can say whatever they want to say.
He said the Coon Slayer. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here we go.
Wait a minute. A black person, or is that a chuck? Is that a spear chucker?
Hold on. Here we go.
I don't know which one it is.
We're gonna punch above the belt. We're not gonna go low blows.
Because a coon slayer to me, when they call black people coons, aren't they? Aren't black people coons? So
Good afternoon, my brothers.
All right, Magnesium. I already know. Good afternoon, my brothers.
Oh man, Felix, I expected more from you, brother. I expected more from you.
Oh, man, don't expect more, brother. I don't want to disappoint you.
No, you didn't disappoint me. You didn't disappoint me. Look, Druski, let me say off the rip, I condemn that. I don't play both sides of the fence. There's certain things that if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. But this whole white face phenomenon is new. Okay. I think the first one that I
No,
saw.
it's not.
But brother, let me finish.
Okay,
Let me
but
finish.
you're saying
No.
Dave
Well, wait,
Chappelle.
let me finish.
Okay.
Let me quantify what I'm saying, brother. It's relatively new, right? The first time I saw it was Eddie Murphy. But Al Jolson, Mammy.
We pulled that up.
Is very old. Did y'all watch Mammy?
No, I don't even know if Mammy's available on video.
No, I brought it up. I brought it up in conversation. Al Jolson.
Yeah, we pulled up a picture of Al Jolson in blackface.
Okay.
Yeah, a picture, yes. But now this thing, and I'll be brief. Anybody notice when anybody notice when Dan Aykroyd did it?
Wait a minute,
Leonard. We brought that up. Hold on, Leonard. Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay.
Right,
no, I'm not saying that. Nobody got pissed off. Everybody thought it was funny.
We said that.
Bro.
Go ahead.
Let him rock, Leonard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 6:30 in the morning. My family's sleeping, so I wasn't gonna pull up, but Felix was like, pull up. So look. So the blackface thing, right? Let me explain to you here in Holland, and this is why I got triggered a little bit. I actually started an anti-blackface group out here, which is why I asked y'all if y'all seen Dutch blackface. Now, they actually stopped it because of my group in collaboration with other groups. What they had was white people coming to black neighborhoods dressed up in blackface, wearing afro wigs, painted red lips, and big door knocker earrings, speaking in a Surinamese accent, basically making fun of black people. So what happened is that kids in school were being teased, being called Zwarte Piet. You can Google this. I want you to just Google image black.
No, we
Piet
already have
mother.
it. We pulled it up around Christmas. I'm gonna pull up a picture of it.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. Well, kids out here were getting teased behind it, and adults were getting bullied, cyberbullied, and all of that stuff. So they got so bad with it because they were talking about it's a Dutch tradition. That they were going to the Belmer, which is a part of Amsterdam that is primarily black. That they were going to pull up with soccer hooligans and like neo-Nazis. So this blackface thing, while it might just be some comedic shit in America, out here the shit is real. You understand what I'm saying? So like it has lasting effects, and they used to keep it. They used to actually, as a matter of fact, in the supermarkets, they would have blackface. Like if your kid does well on their homework, they would give it a blackface sticker on their stuff. I saw that shit on my daughter's thing. She did well. She got like a 10 on the test, and they gave her a freaking Black Pete sticker on her work. I'm like, what the hell is this? And Black Pete is to give you the history of Black Pete here. It's supposedly he was like an enslaved Moor that was helping Sinterklaas, who's like a derivative of Santa Claus, a big white man on a white horse, and he would scare the kids. And the legend was that if you didn't behave on Christmas, he would take you and throw you in a bag and take you back to Spain. Spain is relevant because Andalusia is the place where the Moors were. So kids is growing up being demonized, make fun of, and then the adults are wearing, hyper Africanized stereotypes on their face, looking stupid. And when I say stupid, they do like dumbass voices, like, "Oh, so we gonna go down here," like talking like that. Like that shit is wild racist, and it's just as racist if we do it to white people. But the history of blackface starts with white people making fun of black people.
Yeah, but Nakmeezy, when I was in Amsterdam in 2007, I learned about a church up there where they have black women, exaggerate. I mean, they were actual black women, not white women dressed up as black women, but actual black women. But they were overweight, and they would ring the church bells. That was actually based on actual history. You know what church I'm talking about? It's in the red light district.
No, I don't go there.
No,
But
that means you don't go to the red light district, brother. That's where you hang out, darn it.
fact.
No, my hotel was on Warmerstavat, 22 Warmerstavat.
So okay, so what's
so the church was like right down the block.
You went to you went to the red light district on Saturday and church on Sunday, I guess.
Facts.
Wow.
I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with real history, no matter how painful it may be. I don't believe in revising it. I don't believe in hiding it. However, blackface was really a way for white people to make fun of black people, and up until 2023, they were still doing it on TV. They have this thing called Kids Journal, and they'd have little white people dressed up as black people playing black slaves on TV in Holland. But you know what? At the airport in Amsterdam, they won't do it because it's an international airport, and black people and white people alike were they're like, what the hell is this weirdo shit? So they don't do it there. They do it in places where it's like only Dutch people type of shit. So yeah, blackface is horrible, bro.
But can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
On historical notes, where is the fictional, because Pete is a fictional character, right? In a sense.
It's a character based on real people.
Yeah.
And so is
So is
Santa Claus, too.
But why do we need a black Santa Claus? Don't you think
I don't believe in black Santa Claus.
But I know
I don't
I'm
believe
saying
in
it.
black
I know
Santa
you.
Claus.
I know
I don't
can't
believe
say
in
you.
black 007. Let him be white. Let
I'm not
Captain
saying
America
you.
be
Black
white.
Santa Claus either.
But I'm saying people are like, oh, there's a black Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that's racism in the opposite way? That we need a black Santa Claus when brother wasn't from the North Pole and he was white with a long beard. I mean, that's
No,
how
I feel this. I probably share the same view with you on that. What is white should remain white. What is black should remain black. I don't believe in DEIing all sorts of roles just to wedge black people in where they weren't there. Like, no. The movie The Hateful Eight, they had a whole bunch of N-words in that movie. I didn't have no problem with it because historically, that's how it was back then.
That's how they
You understand
talk.
what I'm saying? My issue with blackface is that it was made. First of all, black people weren't being hired for these roles, right? Second of all, if you watch the video for Mammy, we should watch it. No one's gonna get a copyright strike from it. It's literally just ridiculing black people.
Right. And that's why I said too earlier in that music, I don't know if you're listening, that the original blackface originated from Birth of a Nation, as they had blackface white man acting as if he's raping a white woman, which was not happening back then, and they had to get these Negroes in check.
Drew G, that's the ultimate checkmate right there. I went to Al Jolson. You took it to Birth of a Nation, which was a movie specifically to demonize black people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can take it up a notch politically. It was the first movie that was ever shown in the White House.
Yep,
yes,
that's
exactly.
true. It was shown.
Mhm.
Shown to.
You guys
Woodrow
can kind of go back. Hold on real quick.
Woodrow Wilson.
You guys can go back to this episode on our lives. We talked about the truth of Christmas, and I think Nagmizi, you pulled up on this one as well. So, because we were talking about Santa Claus and this guy right there,
Yes.
Like Pete.
Santa Claus don't get no play in my house from birth.
But
I
my only
work too
problem,
hard.
we had covered all
this is
that.
the Nagmeezy. My only issue is it seems that we're okay as a black culture, either putting on whiteface when Dave Chappelle does it, when Eddie Murphy does it, when Martin Lawrence dresses up like a white guy, and we can make fun of white people. But anytime a white person does the same thing in comedy, we feel that they've gone over the top. We need to cancel them. We don't, what they did was wrong, even though it's the same comedy that we do. I said it before, and I'm gonna keep repeating this. A black woman could have put on somebody else's hair that's blonde and say that that's fine. But if a white girl has braids, we say how culturally inappropriate that is. A white guy can't grow dreads. We say, "Oh, you trying to be black? You trying to do this?" But we do it. So my issue comes in. Why is it that we can do it and it's okay? Comedians get on stage all the time and talk about white folks. But we showed a strip where this white dude, he just called a girl Kamala Harris, and she wanted to fight him. That's where my issue comes in. Why have we been so sensitive?
Where's your
source? Hold on. We all can't talk. He asked Snack Music. Hold on.
I want to respond to Fearless so I can get off of here. So look, on certain points, I'm in 100% agreement. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. However, as it relates to blackface, you now understanding the historical context from an American standpoint with Birth of a Nation, Al Jolson, and from an international standpoint, where I explained that there are real consequences to this. It is stunting the development, or it was at least stunting the development, the social development of black kids. They were terrorizing black people in black neighborhoods, weaponizing soccer hooligans. They call them ultras, attacking black women with eggs, attacking people with like firecrackers and all of that shit based off of this so-called tradition. So there is a difference.
Yes,
what I do think is that when we go to the black women, braids and blonde hair and all of that other stuff, I don't think that a lot of that represents the majority of black women, how they feel about white women with braids, but that's women's hair. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? But my question to you, and I'll pass the mic back, is this: when you are defending blackface, are you doing this from your white side? Because you keep saying,
of course, y'all
but
niggas, I don't care about y'all
white.
Negroes.
Exactly, and this is the problem with duplicitous biracials, is that you choose what side you want to represent. So
That's
you're
right.
saying, wait, hold on. To be critical of black people, you're saying we, but you are not us, especially in a situation when you're taking a standpoint of defending a racist caricature against black people. To end it with your negative talking points about black women and their hair, it really just drives the point that you may just be a white man, what we call you donker wit, which is a dark-skinned white man. Because
Nothing wrong with that.
You representing white people talking points.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, because
All right,
I know
then pick a side, brother. Are you white or are you black, or are you confused?
Well, why do I have to pick a side, my brother?
Because
Thank you.
See, that's your racism. Hold up, Nagneezy. That's
Yes,
your
sir.
racism that's trying to make me pick a side. Why do I have to pick a side?
Because biologically you are both, but you're
then I shouldn't have to pick a side.
Wait, hold on. You are both, neither of one. So you're essentially in no man's land of the race world, right? But your negative talking points tend to
I
always
talk
be
negative about white people too.
Wait, but they tend to be mostly just like with the negative comment about black women's hair against
because that's
black
dumb.
people.
If I am bald and I put on a white wig, you would laugh at me. You would think I was stupid if I put on a white wig and said I was white or thin my lips. You would think I was ignorant, and you would say how bad I was and how white I wanted to be. So why don't you do the same when a black woman puts on a white blonde wig, straightens her hair, and wears somebody else's hair and says how shameful you are for wanting to be somebody else? That's what I go against.
No, I do that.
Hold
But
you just
I'm a
called
man.
me and said I'm not proud to be black.
Because you're
But
not.
what about the black girls who act trying to be white by wearing somebody else's hair?
But brother, we're two men speaking, right?
That's
And when I
right.
address you with a direct, not even attack, and a direct observation on the fact that you are not a black man, you take it to, but what about the women?
Okay.
You take it to the
Anybody
women.
stops
You,
me.
sir,
Hold on.
you, sir,
What makes
have
me
a
black?
white
What makes somebody
parent.
black?
You're not
Mac
black.
Music? What makes
You're not
somebody
black.
black? What makes somebody black?
You have to
Define
have two
black.
black parents.
That makes them black.
No, I disagree with that. I disagree
So
with
what
that.
happened? Hold up. What happened to there was twins in Europe. One looks black, one looks white.
It's
So
not
what?
about looking though. It's not about
It's not
looking.
about
It's
looking.
about being. You have. Let me explain something to you.
So if a black has two black parents, but they look white and they can pass for white, they're still black. So what are they?
I'm not talking about.
No, what are they? They got two black parents, but they can pass for white.
You're trying to mix it up.
And the
You're
whole
speaking about
society who
phenotype.
looks at them calls them white. What are
You're
they?
speaking about phenotype, sir. I'm speaking about your lineage. You have a whole white parent. So if you
Okay.
have a white parent and you just stated on here that you speaking from the white side, you can't then jump in and say
So your
we as black
lineage makes
people,
you
you
black.
have to live in the truth that you're biracial and confused.
Your lineage makes you black? Is that what you're saying?
You're biracial and confused.
No,
Fearless.
I'm
You're
asking. So your
biracial and
lineage makes
confused.
you black.
Excuse
I
me?
have a rebuttal for
Your lineage makes
when
you
I get a
black?
chance.
You have to have two black parents to be black.
I'm asking. So your lineage makes you black.
You have to have two black parents to be black.
Okay, you're black lineage. You have two black parents, and that makes you black.
Brother,
I would like to rebut.
I'm asking a question. I'm
wait,
asking.
but hold on. If you think I'm stupid enough to fall for a loaded question, then you don't know me. This is what I'm saying.
What makes you black then?
Parents to be black.
What makes you black?
Two black parents.
Okay.
No, sir. No,
That's
sir.
not-
Plessy versus Ferguson. It's
No,
a
no,
Supreme Court
whoa.
case. It's a Supreme Court case that defined what is black.
A Supreme Court case in what time? In what country?
Oh my goodness.
1897, United States.
Read the case.
What the case was?
No, read it.
Read it. You want? I have to pull it up, but I know a little bit about off the top of my head. Basically, Plessy was a man that was 7/8 white, 1/8 black. He tried to board a whites only train car. They said, no, you got to go in the colored section. You're not white. He said, well, I'm more. So he took them to court. Said, I am more white than I am black.
Right.
Okay. And the Supreme Court ruled what is called the 1/8 rule, which basically, if you are 12% black, you are black. So even if you have one white parent, one fully white parent, one fully black parent, at that point you're 50% black, which by the law
I won't even go
This
there
is
with
an
black.
easy one. Hold on, let him finish.
I'll just
so
go with
I
science.
can kill this. This is easy.
Race is a social construct.
Everything's a social construct.
Okay.
Darnell,
If-
what you're talking about, Darnell, is the Racial Purification Act. Okay, you're talking about the one. It's more commonly known as the one-drop rule. The one-drop rule was not in effect in the whole of America. Number one. Number two, it no longer exists. Number three, it was created to protect.
It's still in the book, sir.
Wait, hold on. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Show me where the one-drop rule is still on the books and still in effect today. Show me.
It was never repealed.
No,
What
well,
people say.
so
What people say.
What state was that? was
Let's go to
that
ChatGPT and say, what is the American standard of being considered black in America?
I don't
Okay,
think
now
ChatGPT will answer that.
if I may ask one question, just one, may I?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
listening, brother.
Okay, Magnesi.
My
So
black
what
brother.
you're trying to tell me is, okay, you have to have two black parents in order to be a black person.
Yes.
Okay, so what you're trying to make me believe is that you could go all the way back in your ancestry and there are no whites in your family background.
Now check this out. You're talking
No,
about
I asked you a simple question. No semantics.
Wait. Ask me. Start from the beginning. Do I have two
Simple.
black parents?
You have two black parents. I
Yes.
have two black parents. Do you
All
have
right,
white
cool.
ancestors?
Now check this out. Listen.
Why can't you answer a simple question with a yes or no?
Because you're trying to. It's a loaded question, brother.
It's not
I
a
don't
loaded
answer
question. It's a simple question. Do you have white ancestry in your genetics?
Now be quiet and let me answer it. Okay.
Of
There's
course.
only two answers.
Wait. Of course. If you
Well, thank you.
Wait, but listen, it's not a simple question. If you
Yes,
are a
it is.
Black American with two Black parents and you're
Mhm.
a child of the slave trade, there is going to be admixture. Admixture does not make you a white person. Admixture from Native Americans does not make you a Native American. It's
So
majority
me
rule.
having a white parent don't make me white. You
It's
just said it.
right down
Having
the
a white
middle,
parent don't make me white. If I can have an Indian parent and that not make me Indian, then I can have a
you're
white
right.
parent and not make me white.
You're right. That's why
You have admixture, just like he said. He answered the question
Leonard,
in a
let
long way. I was
wait.
looking for one
No,
answer.
let me
He
speak to
answered it.
Fearless.
You
Fearless,
just
you
went
have a
against your
whole
own
white
You
grain.
already answered the
You were
question that I asked
One at a
you.
time. One at a time.
No, he answered the
at night.
question. You answered it.
Leonard, put down
come
the
on now.
drink, brother. Put down the drink.
Ain't no
Fearless,
put down the drink. He answered the question.
You were tucked in, Fearless, by a whole white woman that kissed you on your forehead and gave you a warm glass of milk. My mother was Black. My father is Black. You are a biracial, and I
So how
respect your
many more
humanity.
generations do I
You're not
have
a
to
Black
go to
man.
get Black back in my family?
Excuse me?
How many more generations do I have to go to get Black in my family?
Well, you can do that, but it won't
No,
change.
no. I'm saying
you,
so. If
you always
I
be
marry a
biracial.
Black woman, if I marry a Black woman and we
Right.
have a child, then is
Right.
that child Black?
That child you start to go back to Black. Absolutely.
So it's still not
Majority
Black.
rules.
How many generations do we need to go to be Black?
Fearless, do you have a white mom?
You're not answering the question. How
If
many
you have a white
generations
mom, you're
do we
half
need
white,
to
bro.
go? How
You're
many
half white.
generations do I need to go to
You're
get back
half
to Black?
white. I don't entertain dumbass questions. You're a half white man.
Because what
dude.
you're saying, hold up, this is why it
You're a
isn't
half
dumb.
white man.
What you're saying is you have white ancestry.
You're a half white
You
man.
have white ancestry, but you're Black.
You're a half white
How many
man. When you let
generations
your
do we
hair
have to
grow,
go
you
Black
look like,
back for you to be Black?
Enrique Iglesias.
But I'm not offended by it, Negro.
It's fine, but you're a half white
Negro,
man.
I'm not offended by it.
Humanity, brother. I
Damn.
respect your humanity.
It doesn't offend me.
That's good, and I don't want to offend you. My point is not to offend you. My point is to say that biracials have to watch how they speak when they're being racially duplicitous, because they tend to have all their negative smoke for Black people while ignoring and giving passes to the white people.
Yep, I give them hall pass.
Hey, Fearless. Can I ask you a question, bro?
Yes, sir.
What you say, Fearless?
Okay, Fearless. Are you a coffee drinker?
No, I don't drink coffee.
Okay, say if you were a coffee drinker
Okay.
and you put some cream in that coffee, how many cups of coffee are you gonna have to keep pouring in that glass before it's straight up coffee without cream in it?
You're never going to get to that part, brother.
Thank you. You never get it again. It is what it is from the get-go gate, and once it's diluted, it is never
So what you're
whole
saying, Mac, means
again.
he can never be an African. He can never go back to his pure Black.
Thank you.
And I agree
And
with
that's
you.
all.
I agree
And
with
that's
you.
all that I've been trying to. That's all I've been trying to convey. Because if you look at Fearless,
He can never really be Black.
okay. Hold on. Now, Ronnie Travels, my Marine vet buddy.
Yes.
Are you
Ronnie? His name is Ronan.
Ronan? It doesn't matter. You know who I'm talking to. He's not offended. Okay, he knows who I'm talking to. I'm looking at a phone. I'm old, and my glasses won't even get the letters. They're that small. Now, he's a light-skinned brother just like me.
No.
Are you biracial? As a white mother, Black father, whatever the mixture is. Is that you?
I have two Black parents. Or
Okay.
two Black parents. But
Okay. You have two Black parents.
Finish. Let me finish. I am of Creole descent. That's a whole nother.
The same thing. That's why I picked you first. You don't remember me standing outside the front of the house with my Louisiana Creole flag?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so you and I, we are.
The mixture is very confused when it comes to Creoles, and that's why even Louisiana, instead of 1/16 or whatever, it's 1/32, because they really they hated our
Decaroon.
Yeah, because they hated our ancestors because of the fact that when the French had Louisiana, they were integrated. So mulattoes all over the fucking place. You were sleeping with Blacks, you were sleeping with Indians, you were sleeping with Latinos. Matter of fact, There's even a certain designation for admixture of so much African versus Latino versus Indian in order to say that you're officially like a Creole. So things have gone to a fine science when it comes to that. Again, a lot of Creoles have tried to pass as white. A lot of Creoles have accepted their African heritage or FBA heritage or whatever. It's kind of like up in the air which way they wanted to go. And some of them, like my whole family, speaks French as their first language. And
there you go, bruh. Because my family left Louisiana, St. James Parish, moved to Chicago, and assimilated with black to the point that anything to do with Creole was never even continued within the family.
Y'all Creoles are something different. Let me speak to my brother.
No, hold. Okay. I'm trying to reach. Can I reach a point? Now, hold on. Can I reach a point with the brother? I want to reach a point, and I'm almost there. Now, this brother, Ronin, I may say his name wrong, but Ronnie. Okay, he's Louisiana Creole, just like myself. The brother above me, Fearless, is from a biracial deal, mom and dad, and we ain't too many shades different from each other in color. So how long would it take for us to be getting with the black for us to be black?
Now, that's a great question. I want to speak back to Felix because, like Brother Ronan said, the Creole issue is totally different. If you put me in a room full of Creoles and blindfold me, there's no way that I'm not saying I'm in a room full of black people. But if you put me in a room with a white woman, I'll know off the rip that that's not a black person or person with black ancestry. I respect my brother Felix. He appears to be defeated. Felix, I want you to earn your black card back, brother. Dance a jig for us. And if you could hit them, if you could show me your rhythm, brother, I will reinstate your black. Let's go.
I wanted my ghetto pass revoked. I don't like the hood. The hood ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
that's y'all fried chicken, watermelon eating people, not me.
I want to get in the white country club. I want to get in the country club.
That's right.
And that's true. And let me be real brief, because I just got a text message. Somebody wants me to speak on there, whatever they're doing right now. That particular show, that's what brought this on. It's a Chicago-based blackity black and blickety black, and people on there. Well, you say you Louisiana Creole, so you don't even consider yourself to be black. So why you on here talking with us about reparations? Like, because I have the right, First Amendment right. I'm an American. No, so you can't get with the struggle. The struggle. I'm like, I grew up right down the street from Larry Hoover. Do you know his address? I do. You can't get more hood than that. At least I don't think. But yeah, but you got a lot of black people. They always want to do the what is the word I'm looking for? Everything has to be monolithic in order for people to be whatever. And I'm like, you know what? You do what you do and have fun with that. Because if it doesn't affect my credit rating, my income, or my lifestyle, I don't give a farfik Nugan.
Brother, let me just tell you, you're too
let me give you your flowers real quick, Mac. Let me give you your flowers real quick. Salute the Nakneezy American hero. You're going to do a live with your boy Brandon.
I don't like mentioning other people on other people's lives.
It's okay. I know Brandon.
Okay. I may do one. I was behind the scenes speaking to him, trying to get this fight done. So salute to you for the super chat and supporting the black programming. And
I got a little bit more than that than Fearless. Yes,
Are you going to drag it out like the yoga fight?
No, we're not doing that anymore, brother.
Oh, and before I go, let me get real on bliggity black.
That's not like I was saying, brother. You're too dark to be a Creole. They would kick you out.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Your hair is too
That's your
nappy.
opinion.
You're too dark. You're a fake Creole,
Yeah,
brother.
that's
You're
your
just a Negro.
opinion. See,
You're just a
that's
Negro.
that's
You're
what
just a
you
Negro, man. Be
that's what
proud to be a Negro.
that's what you tiger growl people do. You
You
have
know what?
insults.
Let me
You
say
have
this real quick.
insults.
Let me say this real quick. I went to a family reunion when we first found our family, and it was not planned. We took a family photo. For some reason, all the light-skinned Creoles were standing on one side of the house, and the ones they were married to who were darker skin were on the other side of the fucking picture. And one of my cousin's daughters looked and said, "Why the fuck are we desegregated up in here? Or why are we segregated?" It wasn't even planned. It was like dark skin over here that were married into the family, and then the family.
Leonard would have been on the other side. Leonard would have been outside of the house, in the outhouse. He's black.
But bro, you know what? You can say what you want to. You're the one living in a foreign land. What's it, 7 in the morning where you're at, and going through all types of in Amsterdam and Holland and bruh. So you have fun with that shit, all right?
Leonard, I can't talk. I'm sitting in the Philippines, bro. So I mean,
you're sitting in the Philippines. Oh, okay. I thought you said something about some work you did in Holland to do with blackface thing.
That's Nakneezy. That's Nak.
Okay. So who's in the Philippines?
Ronan, I am in the Philippines.
Is in Holland. Nakneezy is in Holland.
Fearless.
Magnesia is in Holland. Ronnie's in the Philippines.
Lands, Fearless. I'm in your ancestral lands, Fearless.
Man, you better watch out. That's why we put on that blackface, man.
I'm in the
Actually, no,
okay.
that would be incorrect. That would be French. It wouldn't be.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
that's serious.
But my question.
Let me go ahead. I gotta shoot on out. So before I do, let me leave you all with a hearty booga 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 booga.
Of course, yeah. Trying hard to be a Creole black man.
Oh, they don't know. Ain't none of that.
Don't forget your do-rag.
I am a coon and it's okay as long as I get slurped on every day, which doesn't happen. I'm too old for that, but it rhymed. Wait a minute, I rhymed. Isn't that black stuff? Like the hip, the hop, the hip to the hip hop. You don't dare stop rocking out, baby baba, the bang bang, the boogie to the really with a boogity boy.
All right, brother.
All right, Leonard. Appreciate you, brother.
Peace out. I'll catch y'all another time.
So my question is, how far do you have to go to be black? And I asked that question because if I look at someone like Malcolm X,
right,
his mother was not black. You wouldn't consider her because she had Scottish roots. So wouldn't she be European? She was like mixed.
Yeah, she was mixed.
Yeah, so
apparently, I don't know.
Hold up, Magnesia. I'm asking. So
yes, sir.
Malcolm X's mother was mixed. His dad was black. So what does that make Malcolm X?
I don't know where his mother was from. I heard she was from the Caribbean, brother.
And he had I'm looking at it right now. His mother was a black woman, and her biological father was a white Scottish man.
Oh, can you repeat that again? His mother was a what?
Her mother was a black
her mother
woman.
Was a what?
Black woman. And
her mother was
father
a what?
Was a white Scottish man.
You cooked yourself, Ronan. I mean, Fearless.
No,
her mother was a black woman.
No, the question still became, how many generations do you have to go to be black?
I mean, look, man, we know what black is and what black ain't.
We don't. You ain't defined what black was, brother. That's why I've been asking you. See,
if you have a white parent, you're biracial, and I respect you, man.
So if I have a kid and they marry somebody black, are they black or not?
You got good credit and soul, brother.
Now that credit, baby, I got that good credit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about now. Embrace it.
You mad at me? Mine on Section 8. Boy,
that's right, brother.
English.
So chimed in and said his mother was Grenadian.
Who's his mother?
Malcolm X's.
But you see how the chat is saying you cooked yourself? Just because I asked you to repeat, his mother was black. His mother, I feel like an Israelite. You just cooked your own argument, bro.
Her mother.
Her mother
Malcolm
was black.
X's mother.
Right. And Malcolm X's father was black.
And the father was white. What are you talking about? I just said that. The father was white.
You talking about the grandfather?
Malcolm X's mother was multi-ethnic, Grenadian American woman. Her history includes African, Scottish, and Caribbean. Her maternal, so when I say her mother, so she's mixed.
Okay.
That's why she was so high. That's why she was so high yellow. He talked about it. His mother being very light skinned.
Whoa, hold on with the high yellow shit. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, brother. He said that. I mean, he mean Malcolm X or Malcolm Little at the time.
It's so, brother. Don't be mad at me. I feel you're gonna call cops.
He said I feel heat.
You know, 911 is emergency. We know, and where I live at, they're gonna come fast, brother. I'm letting you know. When you call them, it might take a long time. I'm gonna get them. They're gonna come fast. And shoot, I'm a little lighter than you, so you know they're gonna take you to jail.
You way lighter than me, brother. You way lighter than me. You a shade darker than Ronan.
Oh no.
Ronan's been in the Philippines for months. He ain't getting no tan.
Bro, I'm lighter than my girl, man. I swear to God.
Ronan
She was
came
like,
to visit me, bro.
they're looking at me like, do you dye your skin? I'm like, no, this is my color. What the fuck? Because they call them
Ronan came
Moorish.
to visit me, and they thought a whole white neighbor moved in. They said, "Oh man,
you sure did." I said, who your white friend? What?
Yeah, who's your white friend, man?
Darker than him. What do you mean?
Yeah, Ronan was the lightest thing there, man. He was looked like he hadn't had sun in no time. He wasn't in the fields. Put it that way.
Hey, I'm not a house nigga.
But I mean, to be serious, I know we be joking. We be joking that a lot of people in the chat don't know we just having fun. But to be serious,
these are my brothers, man.
Yeah,
for real. We try to do that. You have no idea.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, Black Man Pebbles?
Yo, I just left the club. I just left the fucking club. I'm feeling nice. I'm driving back home.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Don't get started.
I don't mess with BMT when he's drunk.
yeah, right. Bring that fucking machete out, bitch.
Exactly.
No, it's all love, man. It's all love, bro. Hey, what are you guys talking about?
We played the video of Druski. Druski playing.
Oh yeah.
And so our question was, it seemed to not get the backlash, that he dressed up in whiteface, he went to NASCAR. There wasn't really a backlash. Like white people thought it was funny, black people thought it was funny, everybody thought it was funny. So the question came is when black people dress up like white people, it doesn't seem to be offensive. So why is it offensive when a white person dress up a black person, like in Tropical Thunder or shows like that? We like, we get really upset with cultural appropriation.
Misappropriation.
Yeah,
I mean, personally, Tropical Thunder, that shit was hilarious, man. That shit was hilarious. But I think when it has a racial undertone to it, it can be very offensive. And I mean, I think what Druski did, he was kind of part of the culture, the redneck culture, man. So down South Texas, Georgia, Florida. That's how it is down here, man. It's like the races down here in the South is different from the races down up north. So, I mean, I find it hilarious, man. It was funny.
All right, but do you find it hilarious when you said Tropical Thunder was hilarious? So
no, yeah, Tropical Thunder was hilarious because he was a white man playing a black dude as a white man. It was just. I mean, I didn't take offense to it. From Tropical Thunder. Now, from the other shows, like shit that I seen in Brazil, like some of the white faces shit, the black face that I seen in Brazil, yeah, I find that offensive. But Tropical Thunder, I think it was in good taste.
All right. I showed this little kid. This little kid wanted to be Mr. T. And they said, man, that's inappropriate. So is that inappropriate that he wanted to be Mr. T?
No.
Well, that's funny as hell.
I mean, Mr.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I mean,
kid to look like Mr. T. So I'm like,
yeah, Mr. T is an icon, man. So it's like, everybody loves Mr. T, white, black, Hispanic, whatever. I mean, that's an icon. But I think when you have like ill intents to dress to wear black,
When
I
does
think
it
that's
become
race.
ill intent? When does it become ill intent? When it's a racial epithet going on, or
Yeah, it's just like
I think he got
He
messed up.
got that Haitian internet.
Well, no, he's driving, so I'm just hoping he ain't run into something. You know what I mean?
nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I ain't got that Haitian internet. Yo, what the fuck, bro? I ain't got that Haitian internet, bro. I'm the goddamn United States of America, bro.
Yo, BMT, you ever heard of T Vice?
Yeah, T Vice, Top Vice. Yeah, I know all about them, man.
Fearless would fit right into their group.
Oh hell yeah!
But he's
Yeah.
a T Vice Negro.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Fearless is a house nigga, dog.
Yeah,
He's a, Yo, Fearless is a light skinned dude.
I'm trying to marry Becky with the, what's her name?
With the good hair. Becky with the
I'm trying to marry Becky with the good hair.
Yo, that's foul, man.
Hey, I got a question. I want to play this. I want to see if y'all find this offensive. And this is what we call blackface. This is blackface. This is Jimmy Fallon pretending to be
Chris Rock.
What the fuck?
Who wants to be a millionaire? And guess what? Not a lot of black folks on the show. Right. Not a lot of black folks on the show. Know why? Because black folks don't like to answer questions. Oh, they want to be millionaires. We got to ask that kind of questions like, in 1981, how many grams of crack did Rick James smoke when he recorded Super Freak?
Yeah, that shit is offensive.
Do you find that offensive?
No,
Why do you find that
that's
offensive?
not offensive. That's not offensive.
Donnell, that's your white side talking.
I mean, hey, you know, maybe it's my German, my German great grandfather talking. I don't know, but I don't find that offensive. He just imitated goddamn.
Did a good job at it,
Chris
too.
Rock. Yeah, he really did.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm
that's
out in the minority.
Well, I mean, so Nat, I mean, what is wrong with with Jimmy Fallon?
What is wrong with white
imitating?
comedy when it comes to blacks? Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Let's word it that way.
I actually put it like this. My favorite show was Seinfeld. I don't know anything about Martin. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yo, how the fuck Seinfeld's your favorite show? What the fuck? That's like the fucking most. That's like the most corniest goddamn show ever.
That was a show about
intelligent comedy.
Hey, I love Seinfeld. That's intelligent comedy.
That was a
That's
hit.
intelligent
Yeah.
comedy.
No,
that
that was some. No, that shit was lame as fuck, bro. How the fuck you gonna like? Damn, McNeasy, you like fucking Seinfeld? God damn.
I literally know every episode, every line.
Oh fuck, man! God damn, dog.
I'm sorry,
Seinfeld was a
was
hit,
classic.
man.
He's a classic.
Yeah.
That was a classic
It
comedy.
is.
Nah, man.
Revoke
That
my
shit.
black card.
Nah, yeah, hell yeah, fuck your black card, nigga. You ain't, dog. You can't talk of that Afrocentric bullshit no more, dog. Nigga, you like Seinfeld. Fuck all that bullshit, man. It's like, what the fuck?
My
Are you
father
gonna get
liked
my black card
Seinfeld.
for Fearless?
Dog, your black card is fucking gone. How the fuck you like Seinfeld being Afrocentric and shit? You pro-black, nigga. How the fuck you like it's fucking Seinfeld? God
man,
damn it.
The shit was lit, bro.
Yeah, black people like Seinfeld back in the day.
Seinfeld ain't never done nothing to no black man besides just being Jew.
Yeah.
That's it. What do you do?
As a matter of fact, you know how I got put on to Seinfeld? I used to be a security guard in Banana Republic. And apparently it was right after an episode where a black security guard fell asleep while the store got robbed. So all these white people was coming in looking at me laughing like, did you watch Seinfeld last night? I'm like, what the hell is Seinfeld? And then when I watched
They're basically telling you to keep your black ass away. That's basically what they were saying right there. Keep your black ass.
My thing is how the fuck that means it pro-black motherfucker like Seinfeld? Like how the fuck that shit happen?
Now,
a lot of black
we
people
gonna
like
ask.
Seinfeld.
You was offended by Jimmy Fallon. Are you offended by this?
What a happening party. I mean, everyone's getting down. Whoa. Introduce me to your famous friend here.
Keith, this is Bob from the research department.
What's happening? All right. You know what? I have a big problem, man. I have to make her introduce you to me, man. What does that mean, Keith? That means I don't know you.
Now, from what Darnell was saying, if you do over the top, that should be offensive. So do you find that offensive, Nagneezy?
Yeah, it was so offensive I had to look away, brother.
Oh man. Martin.
I mean, but Fearless, what you forget is everything is relative, man. It's in the eye of the beholder. You know, like I said, I mean, you talk about, a certain, Semitic community, the ADL will be on your ass like white on rice. Asians would, can't pronounce certain words, put an R and overpronounce the R and
One thing I can say though, at least Nagneezy, he goes straight across the board. If he's gonna find a white face offensive, he finds black face offensive, which I can say, hey man, that's great because you're playing fair. It's unhypocritical. At least that's justified. My problem is they laugh at Martin, but then try to cancel Jimmy Fallon. That's where I'm saying, hey, there seems to be that's a problem. You laugh at one and saying that's funny and that's comical, but the other you're saying, oh, that's inappropriate and that's racist.
I have to.
Let me play this one more time.
Let's watch Ronan.
Let me play this video one more time, and the reason I play this video is because they know how to laugh at themselves, but we don't know how to laugh at ourselves, even when it's funny.
Oh, you don't play all of it.
I'm not. I'm gonna play the first verse and leave it.
Just keep watching my wife get wrecked. Big black cock all up.
That's all I need to say. They think that shit is funny and it's okay. They joke about their sexuality. They joke about a lot of shit. They're not as sensitive. So the real big question is, why are we so goddamn sensitive
about that?
Not about any of it. What about anything that anybody says to us? We give it more air and more power than it needs to have.
Well, Ronan, I have to disagree, Ronan, and why.
When's the last time you heard about a white dude talking about? I mean, a black dude talking about a white dude wrecking his black wife?
Yeah. Now I hear white.
Okay,
I hear black. Hold up, Darnell. I'm gonna let you go, and then so this will help you out. I hear black people like Nagneezy saying, "My mom don't cook with no kind of spices." But if I say his mom eat watermelon and fried chicken, then that's wrong. You see?
No, you'd be correct. She does.
But what I'm saying, why is that offensive to say that? But the other part isn't offensive to certain people. You can go, Darnell.
Yeah. So, the thing I was trying to say was when Beyonce started doing her country music thing, at first white people weren't very receptive to it. They didn't like it.
We came out with country.
I didn't know we came out with country, but I do know when Beyonce was doing it. I mean, she wasn't winning anything, and whites just did not seem to acknowledge her presence in country music at all in the beginning.
Do you think
now
if she would have
changed a little
stayed
bit
in there and made more country music, or she came out only as a country music person, she would have been accepted?
No.
Well, I got
black country singers. Are you serious right now?
Charlie Pride. You got the dude from Hootie and the Blowfish that became country. Charlie
That's
Pride.
the only one I know of. Hootie and the singer from Hootie and the Blowfish. That's the only
Charlie
one I know
Pride.
of.
There's at least 20 to 30 freaking black country artists right now.
And let's not forget
now,
Ray
we're
Charles.
we're
Ray Charles
talking now.
actually released a country record too.
Yep.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think it may have been she came to a different genre and came over. But with that said, I do understand because
back in the day when gospel singers went secular, it was demonized. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're giving up your religion
Yep.
to go
Aretha Franklin.
mainstream.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, in the case of back then things were a little different. Nina Simone was one of those. She started out in the church and started playing in the nightclubs and stuff.
Whitney
like that.
Houston.
Say again.
Whitney Houston was a gospel singer at first.
Yes, she was. She was absolutely. But it's just one of those things. When I was bringing up Beyonce, it's like my opinion, they had an issue with her. Like, you're taking our culture. It's like a black person, in freaking NASCAR.
What do you mean?
But here's the thing, and this is the only reason I don't agree with you, Darnell, is because they did the same with Taylor Swift. I think she started off country, and then she went like mainstream or one of those artists like that. That seems to be the issue. But I do understand what you're saying, where a lot of times they don't want to accept us into their music. But no, there's one dude. Hold up. I'm gonna play this song if I can find it.
Well, case in point, while you search for that song, case in point, Lil Nas X, when he came out with that song, before they knew he was before they knew he was black, he had the top. He was on the top selling country list before they knew he was black. When they found out he was black, they took his song off the fucking list.
That's hilarious, man.
It's
If
true.
that's true. That's hilarious.
It's true. Look it up. Yeah, when he came out with Old Town Road. Yeah. They didn't know he was black when he came up with that song. They were listening to it, jamming to it, buying the album. It was top. It did, oh shit, he's black? Oh, hell no.
Not only is he black, he's part of the Rainbow Commission, isn't he?
Yeah, yes, he is.
He might be a fake GAY.
I don't know. You give the devil
He's
the lap dance.
outlandish shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I know this is a black dude doing this, but this is I didn't even notice at the time. But this is the two-step. He's not the singer, but it is a black dude.
Need you to get real, get comfortable, grab your loved ones.
It's actually a black
grab
dude.
your love partner. No worries.
Is this a copywritten song, bro?
I don't know, but we'll it didn't get to the music. But the two-step, he does. So we've been in country music. I just think it's the way to be.
I wanted to hear that joint.
Oh, he be jamming. Don't be upset. People don't know that black people started.
Yeah, man, I love country. I grew up in the Midwest. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's
listen to it all. Sammy Hagen, Sammy Kershaw, all of them.
So do y'all think biracial should get reparations?
Half.
Yes.
I thought initially half as well.
No, that was too quick, bro. You came off the top. Go ahead with that one. Too quick. Half.
Yeah, I agree. Half a check.
Come on now. Come on, man. I could trace. I'm what is considered biracial. I could trace my lineage back to slavery.
Yo, Darnell, why when I was having this conversation with you about you being biracial, you was pushing back, man? You accept biracialness now?
Because here's the thing is that this whole term it's a divisive term, It is. It's like, oh, you're not black, but I go to the white community, I ain't white neither,
Right.
And I get treated like crap. From the white community. I get pulled over. I get the same treatment.
That's why I said if you got a light bright, they ain't got a broken nose, that motherfucker knows how to fight. That's all I can say.
No, Neezy, I think you're incorrect. We accepted you. White folks accepted you.
You changed your title.
That's what
change
it
your
is.
title, Easy. I know you about to.
White folks accepted you.
We who?
White folk.
Biracial Meezy.
No, but you ain't white, bro.
You just said I'm not black. I mean,
you're right. Exactly.
You're not black. You're OJ.
To keep it 100 with you over here, I'm not even joking, bro. They have in America they call it the golden movement, right? Like you're golden. Gold is worth gold. You're not black, you're not white, you're golden. In Holland, they call it double blood because a biracial is called a half blood. They say, I'm not half of anything, I'm both, right? It's a way for them to empower themselves. They call themselves double blood, like I'm the best of both worlds. I think you should see it like that and embrace your racial diversity, brother. Embrace it.
Man.
Yeah,
I fight
man.
like a black and got a credit score like a white.
There you go.
That's yeah. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
And Dan says, does Fearless see anything wrong with the minstrel shows? Yes, the minstrel shows were entirely different, brother. That was an era in which it was not a comedy for comedy. It was a comedy for insult. It was how can I insult someone and do the most degrading thing to show what they are. So in today's world, we do more comedy where it's funny. We look at the stereotype and we say, oh yeah, I can make fun of that, where it's less not as degrading as that would be. So when we
speaking of mulattoes, Milano is in the chat. He's just a white boy trying to act like he's biracial.
I agree with that.
Yo, Milano, pull up, bro.
But I do, like I said, I do think race is a social construct because there was a time when the Irish weren't white, when Italians weren't white. Now Egyptians are considered white. The 5 countries in Northern Africa, they're considered white. So it all determines either where you from or where you at as to what people want to consider you. In America, it's entirely different. You take
with
that.
The Egyptians. I'm sorry.
No, the Egyptians are considered white.
They're considered white when they come into America. They're designated as white.
Correct. Designated as white when they come in.
Yeah, but they're above. Basically, they're above the Sahara Desert. So, like North Africa is like different from South Africa. Excuse me. South of the Sahara Desert is what I mean. There's just a complete difference. Like they do not consider themselves African, even though they are.
I beg to differ. There was actually a teacher that was teaching in an all-white school. There's actually a video on this on YouTube. He tells the story how he was given the designation of white, and this very prominent white school. He was a teacher there, and they held the high regard of saying they're all white, very high elevated school for education for all these wealthy individuals. Well, he fought against that and saying, I don't want to be considered white. I'm of Saharan or whatever designation. I'd rather be considered black. And not the students, but the teacher and the faculty, the education department that belonged to that school, all fought against him changing the designation because they would lose saying that they were all white school with white teachers. So he left the school. But yeah, Egyptians, not all of them consider themselves being black. I don't agree with that.
And here might be that I'm going to show you that dude who
white. Sorry,
who stated that this is him.
What the?
That's your racial group first, and then with your ethnicity second. Gradually, I became black first and Arab second, and I rejected my white classification publicly for the first time in 1987 in February.
And so what he's saying is when he came to the United States, he was classified as white.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, how am I white?
Yeah. He's a Nubian.
But that was to say that what Darnell was saying, well, they all want to be white. No, they don't. They all do not want to be classified as white.
I mean, yeah, you're, but that's the exception to the rule. You know what I mean? For the most part, like I said, North Africa, Moroccans in general, a Moroccan will not consider themselves black. I mean, it would be an insult. Or Algerians, they're another one.
Tunisians, none of them. They're Berbers.
Yeah.
B-E-R.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them
only
out
ones
here.
I would.
But to his point and some of the things he said, and I believe in that interview and some other interviews I've seen of other cultures, a lot of the Arabians and a lot of the Egyptians, they refer to them by your religion first, then something else.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
You're not necessarily referred to by your race first. They refer to you by your religion first.
Not a lot in North Africa. These guys are right that they're considering themselves Berbers.
They here they have a lot of Moroccans, right? And they make the distinction, like that. See, in Morocco, you have Moroccans of Berber descent, and you have Moroccans of Arab descent, and you have Jewish Moroccans, right? Here, to make the distinction, they already know that most of them fall under the umbrella of being Berber, but they separate themselves by saying they are North African. So they will never say that they're African. They say they're North African because people understand that that's where the Berber looking Arab / sand niggas roam the earth. And you know what's refreshing, bro, is that here in Europe, the Moroccans are the new niggas. They hate Moroccans more than they hate black people. So it's so refreshing. It's like I've got boosted up on a social ladder.
Especially if you go into Belgium.
Canada, who the new Negroes are? You know in Canada who the niggas are?
Somalis?
The Indians, man. God,
oh yeah.
I hate the Indians, man. I mean,
everybody hates Indians, bro. Everybody is in that mode. Besides for Nigerians, Indians are the second hated.
Yo, Drew, I know about the Belgian Moroccans too. They in Belgium. See, the Dutch people, they've been in contact with black people socially differently than Belgians, right? But in Belgium, they hate Moroccans. They really
no doubt. I was in Antwerp a while back. And I was like, man, they were giving them the business.
Yeah, they're the lowest on the totem pole out here. And the crazy thing is that a lot of them are more racist to black people than white people. Hindustanis are also more racist to black people than white people because the Hindustanis want to be white, so they try to shit on black people. But the Moroccans, they're just like the hood people of out here. They pimp. They do what they call plofkraken, which is they go to ATMs in Germany with stolen Audi S6s and blow up ATMs. You know what I'm saying? They have a whole bunch of babies and
no. But when I looked at the Naknees, get me wrong, maybe my image is different. When I pictured or seen Moroccans, I mean, just for us, they would like the Italian, like not really like a black, maybe not white, but more like that.
Nah.
No.
Put it like this: they think that they're real tough, and I'm not gonna lie.
But I mean in color. What's the color? Would we say they look like?
Like Puerto Ricans? No, not even
like
Puerto
Ricans.
Ricans.
Puerto Rican.
Dominicans.
Yeah,
they're like Dominicans.
Yeah,
lighter. I'd say lighter though, a little bit
But
lighter.
isn't that because
We have some that are lighter, some that are darker.
Yeah, because if you go like Tangiers, they're more lighter, but as you get climbing to like Casablanca, they get a little bit dark. Casablanca and Marrakesh, they're kind of darker.
Brothers, but I gotta go start my day, man. I appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody. Drew G, Fearless, Flaky, Butter.
I can only give you half a salute, brother.
Hey man, that means you had to come and get them butter biscuits this morning.
Well, we appreciate you coming up.
My biracial brother Darnell. Salute to y'all. Peace.
All right.
Oh, he done broke everybody down. Damn.
Everybody, man. The Creole. I don't think he got Drew. Drew, you stayed out of it this time. That was good.
I sure did.
He don't have nothing bad to say about Creoles. What you mean?
I mean, he said, y'all was all mixed up anyway,
Yeah, we are.
I mean,
we are.
We're part of the heritage, man. We've been around before America. Let's put it that way. We've been here longer.
Man, I did that DNA test with my mom, man, and I was shocked because I was like, wow, where the hell did this come from?
That white, you got white in you too, don't you?
Yeah, she said, "Yo, my mom had Finnish blood in her," and I was like, "What the hell?
You
Where
better
did this
not. You
come
glad
from?"
Magnesia got off of here, man. You would have been a white.
Yeah,
You would have
what?
been white. You would have
What
been
did
white.
you say that was? What were you, Drew?
Finnish.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Scandinavian.
Yeah, my mom's got Germanian in her as well as French.
Yeah. I was kind of taken back by that. I was like, "Wow, that's didn't know that. See that coming." But all right. But man, I wanted to ask you guys a
Philippines. My
question.
people are from Opelousas, Louisiana. So if you're anywhere from around Opelousas way, most likely we family somewhere.
What you want to ask?
Fearless, did you get that clip I sent you? I was like, man, I thought about you last week when you saying you don't hang out with no niggas. So I said, oh man, this clip is for Fearless right here. You probably
He
seen
had
this before.
he had the one you have on there. What's that dude's name? You always got
Minister
this
Jeff.
dude?
These black and mild smoke gums.
Oh yeah, don't believe these niggas. Oh,
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it all saved up. Hold on.
Don't you listen to these funky ass niggas tell you shit.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Sometimes I do it for laughs and giggles, but to be honest, like, I love my black people, but sometimes, man, we cause so much problems and make so many excuses when it comes to doing anything. It gets very difficult to be with a certain section because they act so ghetto, and it doesn't matter who you are.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
If you're going anywhere and you see it becomes an embarrassment, and it becomes stereotypical how a lot of our black women act, how they talk, and you think, man, we can really be more civilized in this. I don't know why we're acting and behaving in this manner, because
I tell you, like I've been triggered these past couple months with. I hate to see it every time, man. It's like the sisters that keep getting, just different things happening to them. If it's from engagements with the police, getting pulled out of cars. I saw, what's his name? Lead attorney had someone getting pulled out of their car, and I was like, man, every time I turn around, something's happened to, these sisters that kind of escalate a situation well beyond it. They could have got away, they could have walked away, but it just escalates, and man, I hate to see that.
Because it's somewhat of an entitlement that I'm going to act this way and I can be this way and nothing can happen to me. And that's happened so much, even when it comes to just black males. It's like I can talk to you any kind of way, or I can act any certain way, and there's no consequences to our action. And we
when I see sisters this happen to them, you know what it always makes me think about? Always makes me think about The Color Purple, when Oprah's character.
Yeah, I had to fight all my life.
No, the part where she, the white lady said something to her, she took offense to it.
Baby, this is so clean.
Yeah, and then it escalated and escalated. Yeah, I was like, man, but I always hate to see those videos when people getting just these engagements that they just escalate to where it's like, man, you could have walked away minutes ago. We could have been gone.
But what is it that we feel like
even back then when they walk away, it's the next thing is don't turn your back on me, boy. When you try to walk away, that happens too. Because now you're being rude to them, even though you don't need to tolerate the conversation.
But a lot of it we bring it on ourselves. I've seen it where we just go to eat and it's like, man, why do we have to escalate so much? And it was, I don't know, and I can't say if it's an East Coast, West Coast. I don't know. I know that this past weekend over Labor Day, I was out in San Francisco, and man, those was the nicest people. It was crazy. If anybody's ever been out there, I had no issue with anyone. The Asian person who worked at the door was just as nice as the Indian person was just as nice as the white person.
Brother, you got to go over to Oakland if you want some issues.
I don't want to.
I don't want to go to Oakland for no reason. Don't even go across that bridge.
But it just made me think, why sometimes we just have such anger.
It is, Philippi. It is a very small
one. But Drew, so I don't know. I don't know if it's, and so what happens is the stereotype starts perpetuating upon itself. And I don't know if we play into the stereotype, and because of that, things happen to us.
Yeah. I think I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff. I think people just take a minute, breathe, listen, and then
time we're
react
being goaded
accordingly.
into conversations because we don't have the mental intelligence to decipher it. We fall for the okay every fucking time.
Yeah. Did you brothers see that? I switched gears on you, but did you guys just see that ICE raid that happened in Georgia?
No, what happened?
500 and some people.
What kind of people though? 500 and some
Koreans and a mixture of a little bit, probably Hispanics, but they're building this Hyundai plant in Georgia, and ICE just like rolled up there, and if you can look at it on the news, it just happened yesterday, like 500 and some employees.
I know whoever got that contract and the developer that hired all those guys is pissed. Like, God damn, I'm behind schedule now. Where the fuck am I getting?
It's a lot of them were from South Korea. They said that at least I saw one report that said 300 were from South Korea.
Are they illegal? Because isn't Hyundai a South Korean?
It's illegal. You still have to have legal
overstay
paperwork.
their visa, their work visas, and maybe the company didn't pay the visa prices to renew their visas and thought, oh, we can get away with now that we got this contract, we can get away with not renewing on time.
Yeah, but you know what? That's another thing too, is that I look at. I think a lot of people took offense to it was when President Trump said, I want to save black jobs. And I think the way he said it, people took offense to it. But now I see it, I'm like, man, those are 300, those are like 400 and some, almost 500 and some jobs that black people in the South could have had. Because I know there's a lot of black people in Georgia and South Carolina.
Black jobs are factory jobs.
Yeah, those are factory jobs.
I can deal with that. Detroit and everything else. We had steel mills back east in Pennsylvania and all that.
Yeah, but I know in the South, it's a lot of black folks.
We did a lot of steel mill work, and white people did too. And then they did a lot of the coal mining. You didn't see a lot of black families at coal mine. That was all straight white people on it.
I think Philip said it correctly. They're not going to replace him with those jobs with blacks. But here goes some of the problem. Here goes the reason why. I hate to say it, man. A lot of times we just don't take the pride in our work that we should. We just I'm telling you, man. When you get to, I know I work for a Japanese car company. When you get to Japanese, Korean, Asian car companies, there is a sense of perfection, and you do it right, and you consistently do it right. And because the quality of the product, every time it goes out, it's like this car, my mother, daughter, somebody in my family could be driving.
Yep.
And I want to make sure it's the best. And a lot of times we don't put the pride in our work. We just there for the paycheck. And
who don't?
No.
Maybe it's that. No, wait. Let's go back real quick. Let me clarify this. Let's say this generation.
Yes.
Because prior generations had pride in their work.
Yes.
When did it drop off is the question. Millennials, maybe a little after that. When did quality stop being a priority? Because I was always, and I know people that grew up in my Gen X, maybe the generation after us, we had pride in everything we did. We try to do it to the nth degree. And I always say, we had to be 10 times better than our next closest competitor. And we always had to watch our back because even though we got through the door, it don't mean we got to stay. The minute you fucked up, they look for a reason to get you up out of there.
Yeah.
To bring somebody else in.
I think we always did. Like you said, I wonder how quality fell off because there used to be some quality stuff that was done by black people. But for some reason, we got the stereotype that it wasn't quality. But you guys, I'm old enough to remember that there was a movie back in the day called Gung Ho
Yeah,
about the
they came
Japanese
in.
automakers.
Actually, that was the Toyota. They came in and took over an existing car company and turned it around. And it was that pride. But I wouldn't even say, when I say pride, it can't just be pride on our work. It's how we even carry ourselves. There used to be, if you look back at the pictures from long ago.
Oh, we wore suits, man.
Dressed up. It was, you were sharp looking. You took this pride in
That's
yourself.
why I said even when you took a flight, you had to dress a certain way to even get on the fucking plane. Because the stewardess would turn around and say, "Nah, you're not dressed appropriately." That shit dropped off. Standards have dropped off seriously. Period.
Yeah.
USA.
I mean,
there are certain standards that
look
were being held to, and now you're not held to any kind of standard whatsoever. The
Look at the
bonnet thing on
NBA.
your fucking head and the goddamn you got pajama wearing people jumping on planes now.
Yeah. Look at the NBA. You say back in the days when Jordan and all those, man, they used to be suited, man. Back in the days, but then the Iverson generation came in.
In business, you had to wear
That
the
all
standard
changed.
was the IBM look. You had to at least have a suit, white shirt, and a tie.
Man, I did not take a job at Western Southern Life when they were going to hire me because they said I had to be clean shaven. And I was like, oh hell, I just grew this beard out, brother. I'll find me another one. But that was the rules, clean shaven. I was like, wow, that was the standard. But so I don't think we're gonna get those jobs, man. We have not. See, this is when people really say luck is preparation that meets opportunity. We haven't prepared. So when the opportunity comes, if they even open that up, we haven't prepared ourselves for those opportunities. What we have done in the past. So I just don't see a company hiring us.
I don't know. I think they could still get some black employees out of that area. I mean, not
You're
all,
gonna get
but I'm
some.
sure.
But you think you're gonna get them 300?
No, I'm sure they're gonna be some white people that are gonna get those positions too.
But what we don't understand is a position like that can actually, in places like that, can change your whole generation around.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, I don't know what positions those were that they were doing, but in the news article, when you guys go see it on YouTube or wherever, they were saying that someone actually kind of dropped a dime on them and said that they had them working in unsafe conditions, and I don't know if that was the case or not. Somebody could have been salty about not getting a position, or they just wanted to tell ICE on them, but they said they were working under unsafe conditions, and you had close to 500 people get arrested today.
I said it backwards. I was sitting here asking the computer what was their phrase. Piss poor performance. It said no. It says proper preparation prevents piss poor performance, and I said piss poor preparation leads to piss poor performance. Either way, you got to be ready to meet the challenge, and if you ain't, you just ain't gonna make it. Period.
We don't. We will complain, protest, get in the streets, do all of that for nothing.
Hey Ronan, brother, I just want to ask you, man. We haven't really talked, but how are you doing in the Philippines, man? Everything going all right? You settled in? You kind of getting your bearings?
Yeah, I'm about to do some things here. I got to do my 90-day plus report on what's been going on, what I've done up to this 90-day plus situation. Yeah, I'm in a long-term home. It's a 4-bedroom house, 2-story, gated guarded community. So I'm about to get to moving around the islands here. The only thing I was not planning on being out here in the province is they don't even have fucking Grab here, bro. I gotta buy a fucking car to get around.
Oh, so you're out in the country now.
I'm out in the fucking province. Yeah, they have the fucking trikes, and my big 6'2" ass at 300 pounds don't even fit in a trike that well. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I need a fucking car. So that's what I'm working on right now. Putting some money to the side. get a car.
So I mean, how are you adapting out there? Are the people warm and receptive to you?
I just finished telling No Excuse. Filipinos, and don't take this the wrong way, they're just like black folks. I swear to God, they're the most. If you're in a community of black folks, maybe back in the 40s, super friendly, super inviting. Her family is always sending food over here, and the types of food they eat are similar to what black people used to eat. I just
fried chicken, watermelon.
Bruh, God damn, you had to. Hey, they're very good at frying chicken. By the way, they're very good at frying chicken. But I just had black eyed pea soup with pork in it yesterday.
Okay.
Her father had just made a big ass pot of it. Always sending over stuff like that. You know, so
you guys
family
are staying together then, huh?
Yeah, she's living here. How I got a 4-bedroom house and she ain't staying with me?
No, I didn't know.
She just checked out with me and kissed me before she left, bro.
Okay. I didn't
Serves
know.
me food, always bringing me shit upstairs and feeding me and doing whatever she needs to do to support me. She's running around town with her family right now.
Okay. I mean,
everything's going well, supportive wise, family supportive, everything. So
how's the community?
Community's quiet where I'm at. I don't have any problems. Now, when I was at the Airbnb, like I said, y'all better check your Airbnbs when it comes to that walk up. Could lose your life on the walk up. The Airbnb could be beautiful. That walk up could be deadly. You know, that walk up on the Airbnb where I was at wasn't as comfortable. But once the people started seeing me, I ain't had no problems. But it wasn't up to my standard. Let's put it that way.
You got like a lot of dogs and chickens and stuff around you?
No, nothing in this community. Like I said, it's a gated guarded community. So it's pretty much very nice. House, very nice environment. Go walking every day with her, and do different things around the house before I get into working. I'm in a loft area right now, which has got a big U-shaped house, U-shaped desk that I'm sitting at. Is made out of wood. But the guy that I leased this house from was a Navy guy. He did 20 plus years as an engineer. He does a lot of the huge hotel developments. Like I think he did the Sands Hotel in Bahamas and some other hotels. So he does a lot of building. So this house is up to American standards. It's not you got the sprayer next to the toilet or anything like that. The toilet can take
bum gun.
Yeah, the bum gun. That's none of that's here. Not in this house. Yeah.
Okay. Man, that's good to hear you getting along pretty well, man. I was concerned about you. I was like, man, you really heard the brother speak on it too much, but I see him, so he's still alive.
Believe me, the videos are coming out. I'm doing so much AI in the background. I'm doing so much stuff for other shows that I haven't really focused on my own story yet. You know what I mean? But I got to do it. And me and Fearless have been talking in the background about that. Plus I'm getting ready to start another YouTube channel more on finance and some other things than, just talking about the fuckery of travel. That's one of the things we're trying to get away from and being pigeonholed in a certain bucket. Not that we don't love you guys. We want to broaden our horizons. We want to actually grow the channel and actually have exposure to a diverse crowd. And we're all sharing subscribers right now. If you think about it, everybody you guys listens to us. And
it's funny you saying that because I just heard Keith and Pav today said they were switching things up. They were going to go to India. And Pab's gonna go to India and Afghanistan. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, and doing something entirely different.
Yeah, they're doing something different. They I guess the Thailand and always being in Thailand, always being in Colombia, always being in DR, always being in Brazil, getting stale.
But here's the thing: you can go to those places. When they say always go to DR. You might as well just say always go to Sosua.
Oh yeah, Sosua, that's where they go.
When I went to DR, man, I went sandboarding. Like they got a whole sand dune that you can go like surfing down on the hill. The places I go are entirely different. Up in the mountains to a place called Harabacoa, where it's cold outside. You know, it's like, you know, the cold weather, but you up in the mountains doing stuff. They just go to the same location, not even like beautiful beaches. So even when I went to Sosua, when me and the wife went to Sosua, like we went to like zip lining, monkey land. Okay, he's talking to his girl there. Monkey land, the places that are all over there. There's another place called a lagoon called El Dudu. It's like a lagoon where you have the underwater lake. So I'm like, you guys just don't explore. You go to the same places and on one street and think you've been somewhere. So you can go to these countries and do way more content than what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm interested to see how they do in India, because I was like, man, I hope you guys
India
don't
is
plan on
crazy.
eating the food.
We were just talking about that. India's got, you're gonna get dysentery, all kind of crazy cat. They don't have food awareness in India. They use their hands a lot with a lot of shit. Bro, have you seen the street food that they show?
Yeah.
I was going to do the video on it with Ronan, and I said, I don't know. I said, this may be too crazy. Like this one, this is a dude. I'll maybe I can put this one up and you can hear it. This one I knew. Let's see if he comes.
Well, Keith said I think he was going to stop eating for a few days.
With those flight. In 1 second, I'll let you go. Hold up. If you want to hear this dude.
I was a flight attendant for Qatar Airways, having to deal with those flights to India and dealing with really unhygienic people. Oh my God. Why would you defecate on the fucking bathroom floor instead of using the fucking toilet to take a shit? It's a fucking full flight on a Boeing 777 and then you want us to clean up your shit because you don't know how to use the toilet. Some of them, they don't know how to use the Western toilet, so they just shit on the floor.
Wait. You're saying that those flights to India, everyone has to know that Mark used to be a flight attendant for some of the biggest airlines in the world.
That's right.
Most lavish, right? Can you say the names of them?
Qatar Airways and Virgin Australia.
Okay, and you did it for many years too, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, you're saying that those flights, some of those flights that went to India, you're saying that some people on those passenger flights pull their pants down
and
in the toilet.
Shit on the toilet floor. And then we have to put on those plastic gloves and pick up that shit and clean it because it's a fucking full flight. It's the trauma that I experienced when I...
So, Drew, I hope they do good, man, because I don't know what was going on with my feed, but my feed was everything Indian. When I say, man, this was like some of the most... And I wanted to go to India. And I was like, I was talking to the wife. I said, what the hell I want to eat? I don't know.
You don't want to eat.
That's all.
And this is a 5-star restaurant. This is a 5-star restaurant. You don't want to eat nowhere in India. Ain't no fucking way.
Yeah.
And I was telling him a story where
I told Keith and them.
Drew, I was telling him a story where we picked our people during the war. We picked them up off an island. We had captured them, and we were taking them to the mainland. And we had prepared a well deck with porta potties and everything else so that they would have a place to go to the bathroom. Bruh, it was one of those ships you can drop the back of the ship in because we deployed out the back of it. We literally, after they got off the ship, it smelled like we had a fucking barn animals in there. We literally had to drop the back of the ship and they had to scrub the fucking back of the ship out because they wouldn't use the porta potties. The shit all over the fucking.
Yeah.
And we treated them humanely, and they still fucking shit all over the place.
Look, I'm just going to show you this. This is why I can't do it, man. I can't do it because if somebody is cooking their food, hold up.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's crazy work.
And he got it. He getting salsa off of his feet. What the hell he doing, man? There's just no way. Look at this, man. He grabs his feet, gets some. Yeah, I can't do it, man. I can't.
He putting that extra sauce on there. You know how you put your foot in it? He literally is putting his foot in that shit. Nah.
I think India is also one of those countries that still has a problem with what they say, open air defecation out in the street.
They just go
everywhere. They don't have enough bathrooms.
Man, but even if you don't have a bathroom, you can go in a field or something. You can do something, man. And so that I was looking,
Did
I
you
was like, I
know?
don't know how I can eat.
Here's a neat fact. I don't know if you knew this or not, but do you know that's how most people get killed by tigers?
But being
Out in
in the
the
woods,
fucking bush. Yeah, out in the bush, trying to tiger or getting eaten by a fucking anaconda. Because don't they? A lot of them get swallowed up by big ass anaconda snakes and shit.
no, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put a mask on the back of your head. So because the mask has the eyes. No, that's what it is. I'm telling you, I think I'm lying. You put the mask on backwards, so it looks like you facing this way, because the tiger is coming at you. If you ever notice, tigers come when you have your back to them. So that's why you put the mask on there. It looks like you're looking that way, even though you're taking a poop.
That's crazy. I'm not even trying to do all that.
Yeah.
For what?
And so I thought y'all think that it's Mexicans. Look at this poll. Look.
Started running a poll. The question was quite simple. Would Americans rather have illegal Mexicans or legal Indians? More than 40,000 votes have been cast. And look at the results. Nearly 82% preferred illegal Mexicans. Only 18% said legal Indians. First of all, congratulations to all the
we would rather have illegal Mexicans than legal Indians. So I said, man, this is the racial thing. So I know we're not going to stay on long. This is the homework assignment for next week, guys. If you're going to watch the show, I went to a certain part of India with my wife. She'll likely get, there's another video I have that a guy, and then I'll tell you next week. There was another video I had that a guy, he had an Airbnb and he was dancing, and the people said, don't go in there. Women can't go in there. If you're a foreigner, you can't go in there. And he's like, he tried to dance on the outside. He said, man, they just hands everywhere. He was like, he was a man, they was trying to get him. He said, as women, they just think they can just take you how they want you. There was a show with the Asian woman that was over there where she traveled, and she's like, she couldn't get away. They were just chasing her.
Yeah, I've heard about that groping of women.
Oh, that's a big problem in Japan, even on the trains and the subway system. They got a lot of groping in Japan. Yeah,
man, that's unheard of.
Look at
but they
what's her name?
do it. The way they do
Love.
it though, Ronan, is cool, because what they do is they just kind of stand and scoot close. They try to scoot as close to the person as possible.
Yeah,
to get their little rub on. But guys, we're not going to hold you up because we've been going for about 4 hours. So here's the assignment for next week. Next week, man, I want to talk about, because we always say that there's no such thing as either institutional racism or structural racism. The assignment for next week is I want you guys to watch the show that's on Netflix. Everybody got Netflix. I want you to watch Katrina, Come Hell or High Water. It's a 3-part series. It's going to take you about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer. And that's what we're going to talk about next week. And we want to talk about some institutional racism, some structural racism. And I know that it happened over 20 years ago. It was like 2005, actually about 20 years ago. But I want y'all to watch that show and just think about how racism was involved in that.
Okay.
So look at it. Let me know what you think, because we always say there's no such thing as, racism. We can get by. I know I even say that we can pull our strap up. But sometimes when it's institutional and it's structural and
opportunist.
Yep.
Because they took over a lot of great land from people that had it for generations, because they would not give them the financing or the money to rebuild.
Or I'll tell you an exact thing. I'll tell you 2 points that we can get into. When houses were destroyed, the houses that were in the 9th ward, they only wanted to give them $93 a square foot. But the other houses that were destroyed that weren't in the 9th ward, they wanted to give them $180 a square foot to build. And the dude said, it's not about how much the house is valued at. Wood costs the same no matter where you go. Wood gonna cost this much, so it's gonna cost the exact same amount to build the house, whether you're in the 9th ward or somewhere other ward. Doesn't matter.
That's true. I never thought about it like that.
Yep. the other parts where it was showing in a few newscasters had to come out and call themselves out. Where, remember, it happened like on a Saturday or Sunday. People hadn't eaten or drank for 4 days. When black people were going to the store to survive, they called them criminals and looting. And the Georgia governor said, shoot. It was shoot the looters, anybody who loot, shoot them. The white folks, when they showed the same picture, was like, oh, these are survivors. And it lets you know how we characterize things. And the greatest thing was the army general who came in and told those people, do not point no guns at these citizens.
Yeah,
I want
General
y'all to watch
Henry.
it. Yep. And look
General
at it from a
Henry.
whole different perspective, man. And we want to talk about that.
Because they were considered, I think they were calling them refugees instead of evacuees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
All right. Well,
All
fellas, man, we greatly appreciate. I'm on a new channel tonight, so only gonna do lives on this channel. Please subscribe to this new channel. Watch it on here.
Chat?
I did put it in the chat. I will put it back in the chat because I'm only gonna do lives on this channel. My other channel, I want to do some reactions on because I get more reaction views when I do it from there. So I'll put that in the chat. But we greatly appreciate you coming. Oh, we got a $10 super chat. And we'll read that before we go. We got Tevin King is in the house. Cha-ching. Don't play that song, man, because it was a copyright last time. I got to get you some more songs. We got Tevin King in the house. Fearless travel to Nat Geo. Did a special in India about the locals wearing the mask on the back of their head to ward off tigers. It didn't work. What the hell? What? Man, don't tell me that, brother. Man, Tevin, what you talking about, brother? Don't feed me them lies, man. Now I am fearless, but I can't be the tiger, man. And I thought the only way I was gonna be able to do that was put my mask on backwards.
Right. I've seen tigers run out of the jungle at two dudes on the back of a motorcycle. That dude had to turn up the fucking motorcycle because that tiger was on their ass. He had just missed them. And he ran for a minute trying to chase them down on the back of a motorcycle, bro. I'm like, that's nuts. He was trying to swipe one of them off the back. I was like, wow. Tigers ain't no joke in some of these countries, man. They hungry. And
you come into their territory.
They want some man meat. I pause, but I'm just saying, Jesus.
Yeah. All right, brothers.
I can't hear what he's saying. I'm going to look that up, brother. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to find out about that because I thought for sure, the man got eaten with the mask on. That's crazy, brother. They feed me lies. It must have been a black channel I was watching. National Geographic.
He said one of those passport bros. They trying to feed you lies.
Exactly. They're trying to get me fed up. All right, Drew, man. We appreciate you.
All right.
Tevin King,
Peace,
man.
brother.
It's the truth. I'm going to look it up, Tevin. If you tune in next week, I'm going to have an answer for you because I'm looking it up right now. It says these masks should scare them off. As you can hear, I'm listening in the background. I'm going to find this out.
You ever see those TikTok videos where they say TikTok reality and they show all these beautiful places, but then the reality, once you get to that beautiful place, it was all filtered out and everything. You just got one of those facts. That was the theoretical, but the reality is what Tevin's saying. Nah, bro, you're going to get caught up.
I just looked it up. Let's see.
Union started distributing and wearing masks with faces on them on the back of their heads. This, to a tiger, makes it look like you're always watching them, preventing them from being able to sneak up on you. This admittedly hilarious tactic has been incredibly successful and reduced the number of attacks on those wearing the masks to zero.
You really believe this woman? Does she look like an actual tiger specialist? That woman doesn't got nothing to do with those real people there.
I'm telling you, I didn't make it up. That's what somebody. I'm telling you, that's what they were saying. Now, they were saying that you wear the mask going backwards and it stops it. Now, I've been lied to. I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled.
I need to get some real estate I can sell you.
Man,
you go.
But if you went over there, you would have put that mask on your whole self. Like, shoot,
my ass would not be in the fucking jungle. I'm a realist.
Oh
Okay,
man, Dan done
not-
said Maya trying to set me up. She trying to set me up to get kicked. It was Maya that probably told us on a live stream. Fearless, go over there and put a mask on backwards. Yeah, it was.
Get your ass
She was.
eaten.
Yeah, she trying to get me set up, man. I knew it had to be somebody like that telling me some crazy stuff like this.
Had to be.
Man,
I don't know why you would believe that craziness.
brother, I'm gonna watch this Nat Geo. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna find out what the truth is, because we, here we get to the truth. And I was told that a black backwards mask will save your life. Like I'm looking at, do tigers attack you if you're looking? The truth reveal. I'm gonna look at this short and I'm gonna find out.
And look at see if she's actually an Indian that lives in India or a white person trying to tell you some bullshit, and she ain't never experienced it in her life. Would she go out and risk her life to do that shit to prove you wrong? All right.
I'm looking at this is because tigers like to ambush their prey.
Bruh, stop it. You can't be. You can't be that easy. You can't be. You're too educated, bro. Come on, stop.
But you ever see the guy who has the lions out there and he's got the lion family, he's friends with them, but as soon as he turns his back, they come at him. Tevin. I'm gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Thank you, Tevin. Help that brother out before he gets his ass killed. I don't think he's gonna make it to India though. I don't know if he can eat. That brother, he'll wilt away to nothing. He ain't gonna be able to go there and eat nothing.
I can't.
Like I said, you can eat at the hotel as long as you know what? I would do this. I would go to the hotel wherever I'm staying. If it wasn't a 5-star hotel, and I would say, you know what? I'm filming for my YouTube channel. Is it okay if I walk through your kitchen?
Oh, yeah.
That motherfucking kitchen is dirty, bro. I ain't eating nowhere near it.
I ain't gonna stay that place either.
He said I ain't staying either.
Because the only thing I can eat is fruit, and I'm talking about the fruit. Like they
right. And what did I tell you about that? You got to worry about how they cutting it and what kind of knife they're using. Whether they just sat there and cut up a chicken, and then they switched over to cutting up your goddamn pineapple.
That's what I told you. Bananas and pineapple. That's all I can eat.
Nah. It better have some acid in it where it automatically kills the germ that I'm eating.
Bro, I can't take the chance, man. Hell, somebody doing their feet. Oh man, I mean, that
should be in your mind every time you looked at even trying to eat somewhere, bro.
Because I seen this one.
By the way, shout out to Kevin King for the $10 super chat. We appreciate it. And by the way, if you guys can, if you're on my channel, go subscribe to Fearless's new channel. And while we don't ask for it, super chats always help. We're always trying to travel and support these channels. If you guys don't know, AI costs a lot of money. I spend anywhere from maybe $150 to $300 a month on AI software alone. So best believe, production costs are what they are. And I pay for it all. So any help, we appreciate, but we're not begging. So we appreciate all the support on the channels that we have. Thank you. But go ahead.
No, I'm used to if you go somewhere, a fly might get on your food. A fly, brother.
I don't want a gnat on my shit. And my girl had some fruit here, and it had a little fruit fly hit my shit. I was like, "Yo, really?" I said, "We got to put
eyes." I mean, I can't talk about it. I don't want to. And I even find Indian women attractive, man. Oh, hell no, I ain't gonna boost my look. No, look. See, Dan, you know why I'm not listening to you? Let me see if I can find. I'm gonna tell Dan why I'm not listening to you.
He says it's gonna boost your immune system. Shit, you better have an immune system before he goes there. What you mean?
Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Now, this is why I don't listen to you, Dan. Let me show you. This is why, Dan, and then we're gonna let you go. Dan, we got to get you traveling because
I think Dan is in the Philippines. I'm not sure if Dan, aren't you in the Philippines?
No.
Street
food.
The food I just ate was the most extreme and the most horrible thing I've had in my life.
This poor
reportedly died after eating dirty Indian street food. This is what the most polluted food in the world is like. And the sad thing is that it seems he even joked about his own fate when he recorded this video. If you eat this, you'll go to heaven. Did this guy really just predict his own death?
And he went to heaven. I'm not trying to go
Shut
to
up.
heaven yet.
I mean, I see you say, yeah, if you eat this, you're going to heaven like it's pleasurable, it tastes great, or whatever. You talking about heaven type dying? Fuck that. Nah, ain't no food worth all that. Yeah, Dan's in Makati, man. He's in a good spot in the Philippines.
Yeah. Then he eat that Indian food.
Hey, Dan, I can tell you this though. There's certain places in the Philippines you ain't trying to eat. Especially, you know what they call the one street food that you basically pull out the trash and refry it and then cook it and eat it. You ain't eating that shit.
Yeah, I seen that.
I forgot what they called it, but you ain't eating that shit.
And Tevin, thanks for the sub, brother. I will be doing some lives on that channel. The other one I repurposed for some reaction channel, and then I got the travel. I got to do my more travel.
Yeah, pack. That's what it's called, pack. Ain't no way you eat.
I'll do that pack. I can't refry nothing that's been in the trash. It just ain't gonna.
I mean, my girl even knows. She goes, "Oh, I'm gonna stop by this place," and I said, "Do you trust it?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "But I only eat anything from her mom, her, or her father. I don't eat street food." She goes, "Oh, that's just my favorite." I said, "You on your own. I don't touch that shit."
Dudes, we're gonna go. I think Ronan, let's work on this weekend, Ronan, get these good travel channels back up. I got one Jamaican restaurant in Cancun. I want to, or Playa de Carmen, I want to transmit, let y'all see what that's like. So I got to knock these out.
Right. Yo, man, you got to show everybody that fucking ride you took in San Francisco, man. And you're 100% Uber. Well, I'm just saying you need to put something together and let them see.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just wondering, when I talked to some people, it was like, oh yeah, we have that. And then others was like, I've never even seen it. So people on the West Coast, I think, have had the opportunity to use it. We don't.
He got in an Uber that was self-driving. That's like, he didn't do nothing. He's sitting there filming the shit.
Let me see if I got it right. I know I got it
somewhere. Through San Francisco.
I hope it don't get it. No.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah. I just want to make sure ain't no music playing.
If it's on Epidemic Sound, it ain't.
Oh yeah, I don't have to play with the sound. I guess I can take the sound out. Give me 1 second.
But I mean, if it doesn't matter.
Oh.
You're on the show. Fuck.
Francisco. All right, let's do it. This is called Waymo. So the Waymo app. That's the Waymo car.
Francisco is beautiful.
Yeah, Waymo.
What makes San Francisco even better? You don't have to drive. I know.
All you Uber drivers, all you Lyft drivers, y'all better look out. They're coming for your jobs too. They're coming for your jobs too. That's crazy work.
Yep, you're right, Philip. The Waymo, man, and it was. I looked it up. They got 800 because I kept saying every corner I'm on. I'm like, damn, Waymo. There's 835 cars that they got going out there.
So do you imagine that's 835 non-Uber driving fools out there?
Incompatible. You can set your music before you go to whatever station you want to listen to. You get in it, you jam, put your seatbelt on. It's going to make you put your seatbelt on. But great experience. And what really tripped me out was because I was going to a wedding at a golf course. So we're driving down the lane, and I can understand stopping at a light, doing something like that. There was this crosswalk that people just walked in front of the car. It stopped. And the woman waved at me they said, "Oh, thank you for letting me by." I'm like, "Bitch, I ain't let you by. That was Waymo." Stop. I would have ran your ass over. But yep, Waymo, man. People don't understand. it's going to take over some stuff. And they compatible as in price as to Uber. You figure they're going to not complain. They're going to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they rolling. I mean, it stops right for you. You get right there. You put your little code in. I'm here. Unlocks the door. Locks it up. And you gone. So here's the thing, guys. When you start thinking, I have a job that is secure, there's no way that my job can't be replaced. Yeah, somebody's trying to find out.
You better get with that AI. You better get with that cybersecurity. You better know how to fix the shit that they're bringing into play right now. That's your best play. Figure out how to fix the things they're bringing into the business.
Yep. And all these women who did not like men who are in trades, shit, that's probably going to be the job you can get. Because I don't think you can get a robot to do the plumbing and come in under the basement and do that. I could be wrong. They might do it, but
they're waterproof.
Might be the only way to go. Yep.
I don't want a bus driver. Yeah, you might not need a bus driver because they're going to have automatic buses too. And if you think about it, they can do a car, they can do a truck. Truck drivers are coming. They're coming for y'all.
Yeah, they're already testing that.
Yeah.
Well, brothers, we appreciate you rocking with us. Until next week, maybe we might try to get a hit and run, but until next week.
Yeah, we're trying to get our hit and runs back up too.
Yep. Being compatible with certain. Oh yeah. Yeah, Dan, that might be true over there. No, but here's the thing. Let me think. Would it be compatible? I'm trying to think how that would work over there. They drive so crazy. It would always obey the law. That's the problem. It obeys the law.
You might not get nowhere fast. Like Philippines, there ain't no like real traffic laws. You got to go with the flow here.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Aside from if you're in a city like Makati or in BGC, they actually have traffic lights. These places here, man, there ain't no traffic lights. You got to feel your way through that. I told her parents, I say, you driving in town. When I leave town, I'll drive myself. But in town, you can come drive this car anytime you want.
Dan might be right on that. Waymo gonna be just in the United States. I don't think you can go to other places. Maybe Canada, maybe parts of Mexico, but other than that, you pretty much on a wrap. But all right, fellas, stay cool for the outro, and we will see you next week. Until
then, don't forget your homework. Katrina.
I know I've been quiet for a minute. I've been grinding, still in it. I've been counting these digits. Excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip. Just excuse me. Wrong. That's why I do me no matter what. So excuse me. Lie if I do. The proof is in the story. See that? Excuse me. The crash came when the cash came. Spend it for you get it like those rookies all on draft day. For the love like it's match game. Hit the ground. They really do it for my last name. They act different when the facts change. I'm not with the tit for tat games. In my own league, I don't hang with lame. Excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do.